Hello friends, I'm Nishik and today in this reality show how to create a professional and beautiful jobs listing website with WordPress. This website that we're going to create in this video has all the important features and functionalities that a professional job board website must have. Also, creating this website is really easy. You don't need to have any programming or coding knowledge to create this website. And the best thing about this website is that here everything happens on the front end. An employer can come to your website and submit jobs from the front end itself. They don't have to go to the back end for that. In fact, both candidates and employers have their own separate front end dashboards. If you want, you can also make some extra money creating different packages for employers and candidates. So for instance, if an employer wants to submit a job, they'll have to purchase a package for that. But obviously, if you want, you can keep this process absolutely free. A candidate can come to your website, go through all the listed jobs and can apply for any job. If they want, they can also create a resume on your website and the employer will automatically reach the customer. Let me explain you how this thing works. So for example, if a candidate has mentioned in the resume that he or she is an MBA, and if an employer is looking for an MBA on this website, that employee will automatically get a notification about this candidate. On this website, a candidate can create their resume from the front-end dashboard. And once completed, they can download a PDF version of the resume. Candidates can also submit this CV on the website and employers can see those submitted CVs or resumes and can contact the candidate. Similarly, there are many more features available in this website. Obviously, we'll cover them later on in this video. Now, before we proceed further, before we see how to create this website step by step, let me first show you a very quick demo of the website that you will be creating in this video so that you understand the website that you're going to create, the design of the website, some of the features of the website that you're going to create. Now, first of all, this is the website that we'll be creating in this video, the website that you see on your screen. Very first thing that you see is this section, your header section or your banner section. Over here at top we have our logo, in the middle we have this menu, and at the right hand side we have two different menus. We have login register menu and we have the add job menu. If somebody clicks on login or register, they can either log in, or if they want to register, they can click on register and they can register or sign up as a candidate or as an employer. If they want, they can also click on add job. Obviously first they'll have to register. Once they register, they can click on add job and they can submit their jobs from the front end itself. Let me very quickly show you. Let me register as an employer. Now, as you can see, once an employer logs into your website, they will automatically be redirected to their front-end dashboard. And this is how this dashboard will look like. This will show how many jobs this employer has posted, how many applications this employer has received, how many reviews, and how many candidates that has this employer shortlisted. So this employer or any employer on your website, they can shortlist different candidates. I'll show you how that entire process works. Now this employer, if they want, first of all, as you can see, there's so many different options over here. If they want, they can click on post job and they can post a job from the front end. They'll have to select a package for that. So you can create different packages, and with each packages, you can give more features. So example, with this standard package, which would cost maybe $500 or maybe $50, it all depends on you. This employer can post 50 jobs or 40 jobs. For 5 of those jobs can be featured on your website, so they can be displayed on the home page and on different pages. Then this job will be displayed for maybe 30 days or 365 days. You can change these settings. Then this person will click on get started, and now the employee will see this page, and as you can see, everything on the front end. Now this employee can simply fill in this form and can submit this job from the front end. So this is how it works. Now if you see this section, the first section, this is your search section. Now in this section, we have created this simple search bar. We have an inbuilt search bar builder. So if you want to create a different type of search bar, if you don't want this option, for example, I've added job title and job location. So you have to type in some job title, location, and after that click on find jobs. You will see all the jobs related to this, related to your query. Now if you don't want to create a form like this, there are many different styles available. For example, as you can see, this is one style. This is another style. This is much wider form, and this section looks totally different. This banner section looks different. Okay, as you can see, so many different banner section style and form styles are available for you. And once you log in, you'll see this menu. So if you want to see the job, or if you want to go to some other page, packages page, if you want to see the messages, you can go to messages and see that thing. Then our next section on this page is this how it works section. So basically we are just explaining how this entire website works. Then we have some featured jobs. So whoever has purchased that higher tier packages, pricing packages, their jobs will be listed and featured on our website on our homepage. Now this is a style of how these jobs are showing. For example, this is a list style. There are many different styles. For example, if you see, this is list style and we are displaying one column over here. Then this is also list style, but this page is totally different. I'll explain you about this page actually later on. First, let's see the home page. Then when you scroll down, we have the cities section. So if you want to see jobs only in New York, you can click on New York and you'll see all the jobs posted in New York. Similarly, we can also see featured employers. So you can take some extra money from employers and you can feature them on your homepage. We'll also see how to create different news articles, different blog posts. Now these blog posts will help you to get some extra traffic through Google search results. Then obviously at the bottom we have our footer, and this is a custom built footer. So in this website, in this theme that we're going to use, we have a header builder and also a footer builder. So we'll be designing our own header and footer. Now, as I was showing you, we have different pages. So if you want to see the jobs page, jobs archive page, wherein all the jobs will be listed, this is how the job page will look like. And again, many different designs are available. If you hover this, as you can see, so many different designs are available only for the job listing page. So we have job listing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then we also have job listing in grid style. So this is list style. At the left hand side, we have this thing. And at the right hand side, we have the list. And at top, we have the header. If you see this one, at top, instead of that header or instead of that title, we have this search bar. And at the bottom, we have this thing. Now, if somebody wants to see only full-time job, they can tick mark full-time. And now it will load. And now they will only see full-time job. If somebody wants to see only jobs which are for 2 years experience, they can tick mark this thing. Then they will see only those jobs. So as you can see, these filters are added over here. Now, if you want, you can also create this page. Now here, as you can see, we have a similar page. This is also list style, but instead of one listing, we have 2 listings. If you want, you can have a grid style. This is a grid style. And again, this is also grid style, but with top a little bit different. So as you can see, so many different styles are available. And if you open a single listing, let's open this one. Now, as you can see, this is how a single job listing will look like. This will be the image. This is the title of the job. Where is this job? For example, this job is in New York. When was this posted? What is this salary that they're offering? This is a full-time job. This is an urgent job. And job description can be read from your key responsibilities, skill and experience. You can also see some photos or basically galleries of the workplace. This employee can also upload these images of workplace. Okay. Then they can also add some video. This video is not available, but they can add some video over here, and that video will show the workplace basically. And if you're not interested in this job, there are some more related jobs as well. At the right hand side, we have these widgets that will show you some basic details like when was this job posted, location, offered salary, gender, qualification they're looking for, career level, job location, job skills. And if you want to contact the employer, we have all the details related to this employer. Now for this page as well, for single job page as well, there are different styles. Let me show you. So if you hover this, as you can see, single list 1, job single 2, job single 3, many different versions are available. So this is also job single listing, but it looks a little bit different if you compare this with this one. Then this is the third style. Here we have these things over here, the left hand side, and at the right hand side, we have this contact form. Similarly, this is style number 4. So different designs are available for this thing as well. Now let me show you the candidates page. So if you go to the candidates page, again, this can be also listing and grid. And if you open a single candidate, you can see this is how the candidate page will look like. If you want to download, if you're an employer and if you want to download CV of this candidate, you can click on download CV and you can log in and download the CV of this candidate. Now candidates can also create a profile for themselves. Okay, so this is what I'm asking for. This is my age and everything. All the details related to this candidate. When you scroll down, you can see the education detail related to this candidate. Okay, so this candidate did BA from this college. They can also add the date and everything. So everything is added in such a beautiful and professional manner. As you can see, this is how it works. Similarly, if you want to see any employers page, you can go to single employer page or employee listing page. You can see how many jobs listings are available with this employer. So here, as you can see, it says open jobs 2. If you open this page, you will see all the details related to this employer, all the jobs that are open position, as you can see. Now, if you want to apply for any one of these positions, you can click on that, click on apply now. Obviously, first you'll have to log in as a candidate to apply. Once you log in as a candidate, you can apply for this job. Now again, let me come back to this dashboard. I guess now there are many more features available in this website, but obviously I don't want to make this introduction very long, very lengthy. I don't want to waste a lot of time over here. So I'll stop it over here. I hope now you have a better idea about the website that you will be creating in this video. And I hope you guys like this demo website. Now, if you like this demo website and if you create an exact same website or a very similar website, professional website, make sure to watch the complete tutorial. And before you proceed further, make sure you guys subscribe and click on the bell icon so that you don't miss any future notifications. If you find this video helpful, give a thumbs up to this video, share it with your friends on Facebook, Twitter, WhatsApp, whatever social media platform you use. And throughout the video, if you have any doubts, any comments, any suggestions for me, you can always leave them in the comments section below. Now, let's start creating this website. Alright guys, now to create any kind of website, whether it's a job portal website, an e-commerce website, a blog or a simple business website, any kind of website, we need two basic things: a domain name and a hosting account. A domain name is simply the name or the URL of your website. For example, blogdude.com, youtube.com, google.com, nayashik.com, all these things are different domain names. So we also have to register a domain name on the internet so that whenever someone wants to visit your website, they can simply type in this domain name in the browser URL bar and they can land on your website. Now the second and the most important thing is your website's hosting. So hosting is basically a computer wherein your entire website is saved. So if you see this website, all the different pages, all the different job listings, all the different images, media file, database, this entire website is saved in a computer. And that computer is running 24/7. So that whenever someone wants to visit your website from any particular country at any given time, they can always see your website live. So your website is always running, it's always live. Now hosting is the most important thing about your website because everything related to your website is directly or indirectly dependent on your hosting. So your website speed, your website's performance, the user experience on your website security, and even your website's ranking in Google search results is totally dependent on your hosting. So if you've selected a good and reliable hosting, obviously your website speed and performance will be amazing. You will get better security on your website and you will also get better ranking in Google search results. And in contrast to that, if you select a cheap, crappy hosting, everything will be opposite of that. Now there are literally thousands of different hosting providers available in the market, but unfortunately only a handful of them are really good enough to consider. But you don't have to worry about that. You can simply do one thing: open a new tab and type in blogdude.com/FC. FC stands for Fast Comet, and this link is also given in the video description below. So you don't even have to type in this thing. You can simply click on that link and you should be redirected to this page. Now here, as you can see, there are three different plans available: Fast Cloud, Fast Cloud Plus, and Fast Cloud Extra. Now, as I said you earlier, there are thousands of different hosting providers available, but only a handful of them are good enough. Now, this is one of those, and there are a few more hostings. Let me show you that thing. So if you go to my website blogdude.com, here you will see on the menu, you'll see best WordPress hosting. If you click on that, you'll see a small list of some good hostings available over here. So as you can see, SiteGround is available. Now the reason I'm not recommending SiteGround is because, as you can see, it is only available in following countries: North and South America, Australia, European Union, and few Asian countries. So it is not available in most of the countries. That's why I'm not recommending SiteGround. I'm recommending the second best option, Fast Comet. And also Fast Comet is very affordable. If you compare it with other hostings, you will see the pricing over here is very competitive. Now if you see this option, if you scroll down, you can see all the important features available. For example, if you hover over this option, you can see you get cPanel and Softaculous app installer, which will be useful to install WordPress, which is the CMS that we'll be going to use in this website. Then after that, you get free daily backup. So your website will automatically be backed up every single day. So even if something happens on your website, you can easily restore your website. We also get free Cloudflare CDN and Let's Encrypt SSL certificate. Now if you see the demo website, if you see my demo website here, you will see in the URL bar, you'll see this logpad. When you click on that logpad, it says connection is secure. So this is very important. This is what an SSL certificate is. So we are getting free Let's Encrypt SSL certificate, and it is very important. If you don't have this SSL, you will not be able to accept online payments on your website. Then we also get BitNinja server security. This will furthermore improve your website security. Now if you scroll down, there are many more features. If you hover this advanced features, you can read more about some of the advanced features as well. Now another very important feature is this one, multiple websites. So with these two plans, Fast Cloud Plus and Extra, with these two plans, you can host multiple websites in one single plan. Now let me explain you what this means. So for example, today you're creating this job portal website. Tomorrow if you want to create some other website, maybe an e-commerce website or a blog, you don't have to purchase a new hosting. You can host all your websites in one single plan. So in simple words, you purchase this hosting once, and for all your future websites, you don't have to purchase a new hosting. You can host all of those websites in one single plan. Then with this, we also get free website transfer and domain transfer. So if you already have a domain name registered on some other website, you can transfer it for free. I'll show you how that is done in the next step. Then we also see how to transfer a website for free. So for example, if you've created a website on some other hosting, and if you're not satisfied, if you're not happy with the speed and performance of that website or that hosting, you can easily transfer and migrate your website from your current hosting to Fast Comet for absolutely free. I'll show you how that is done in the next step. Then when you scroll down, you'll see we get 25 GBs of SSD space. Now let me explain you how much space do we actually need. So if you see this website, this job portal website, as you can see, there are many different pages over here, more than 50 pages probably. As you can see, all these different links are different pages. So there are many different pages, hundreds of different job listings, media files, everything is present over here. And even with this website, the complete size of this website, complete file size of this website is hardly 100 or 200 MBs, nothing more than that. And even if your websites get really huge, you have maybe tens of thousands of different listings, pages and everything, still your website size will not be more than 2 or 3 GBs. So you don't have to worry about this space. With 25 GBs of space, you can create hundreds of different websites. And with this, if you see, we are getting SSD space. Now there are very few hosting providers that use SSD space. Most of the hosting providers use the regular HDD space. But here at Fast Comet, these guys are using SSD space. And if you compare SSD versus HDD, SSD websites or SSD hostings are 40 times faster than regular HDD. So your website will be around 30 to 40 times faster as compared to some other hosting. And again, if you want, you can just scroll down. You can read more about all the advanced features and all. But I don't want to waste a lot of time over here. I would just recommend you, for most of you guys, to just select this plan, middle plan, Fast Cloud Plus plan. So select this plan and click on this Get Started button. Now once you do that, you will be redirected to this page, and here you have to register a new domain name. So you can simply type in whatever domain name you want to register, type in that thing, and from right hand side you can select the domain name extension. So here, as you can see, we have .com, .net, .org, .in, some domain names as like .me, .guru, .ninja as well. Many different domain name extensions are available over here. So you just have to type in your domain name, select the domain name extension, and after that click on use this domain. Now if you already have a domain name registered on some other website, maybe on GoDaddy or Namecheap or Google Domains, and if you want to use that domain name with Fast Comet, you can select the second option, I already have a domain name. And here type in that domain name which you have registered somewhere else outside Fast Comet. You can select this thing and click on use this domain. But for this demo purpose, for this example, I'm just selecting a new option. I'm registering a new domain name. Now click on use this domain. Now you'll be redirected to this page, and here you just have to enter your basic account information. So your first name, last name, your address, phone number, all these basic details. Now two things are pretty important over here, email address and master password. So you have to enter your personal email address over here, and you have to select some master password for your website, basically for your Fast Comet account. Now these two things are pretty important. Whatever email address and master password is set in over here, this will become your login credentials. So whenever in future you want to log into your Fast Comet account, you will have to enter this email address and master password. So make sure whatever you enter here, make sure to remember that thing. Type it down or write it down somewhere if you want. Then you have the product information. Now under product information, I would recommend you to not touch anything over here. Just leave it as it is. Come to this option, payment information. Now under payment information, you have to enter your credit card, your debit card or your ATM card details over here. So your card number, expiry date, basic CVV details, all these basic details. Now one thing to note over here is that only 4 types of cards are accepted over here: American Express, Visa, MasterCard and Discover. Now the reason I'm saying this is because most of the people in India have a RuPay card. Now a RuPay is a domestic card which is not accepted anywhere outside India. So if you have a RuPay card, better get it updated or upgraded to Visa or a MasterCard. Or if you want, you can even pay through PayPal as well. So you can select this option. Once you're done with this, you can go ahead at the bottom, tick mark these 2 things and click on complete order. Now once you click on complete order, now you have to come to this website my.fastcomet.com, and here you have to enter the email address and master password which you have set in your previous step. So enter that email address and master password and click on login. Now once you log into your Fast Comet account, you will see this is your Fast Comet dashboard. Once you scroll down, you will see many different options are given over here. Now if you select this option support tickets, click on this and you can submit a new ticket. So if you have any problem related to your website, you can submit a ticket for that. For example, if your website is down, or if you have any problem with cPanel or script installation, which is your WordPress installation, or billing or sales, any kind of details or any kind of problem, you can always come over here and contact these guys. For example, if you want to transfer your current website to Fast Comet, you can select this option website transfer. You can enter all the details related to your current hosting and they will transfer your website for free. Similarly, if you want to do one thing, if you want to transfer your domain name, you can select this option. Let me show you that. You can select this domain DNS support and you can enter your current domain name details. They will transfer your domain name for free. Okay. Now let's again come back to a Fast Comet dashboard. Now if you want to transfer your domain name by yourself, it is also very easy. Let me show you how you can do that. So first of all, go to the website wherein you have registered your domain name. So for example, I've registered few domain names on Google Domains. So wherever you have registered, if you have registered on Namecheap or GoDaddy, go to that website. Steps are all same. Now suppose if I want to link this domain name with Fast Comet, I can select this domain name, and besides every single domain name, you will see this manage button. Click on that. Now we have to change the DNS. Once you click on manage, now at the left hand side you will see DNS. Click on that. And now you have to change your DNS name server. So here as you can see, it says name servers. Here it says manage name servers. So click on this manage name servers. And here you have to delete these two name servers and enter your own custom name server. So you can again come back to Fast Comet dashboard. Click on manage. Click on view details. And this is your name server number 1. Copy it. Paste it under line 1. Now this is your name server number 2. Copy it and paste it obviously under line 2. And click on save. Now once you click on this save button, within few hours, within 4 or 5 hours, your domain name will be linked with Fast Comet. Okay, so that is important. Now once you do that thing, now you have to click on this CP button, which stands for cPanel. Again, you need to enter your master password and now click on proceed. And this is your cPanel. Now whenever you log into your cPanel, the very first thing that you need to see is this thing, primary domain name. So here it will show you your primary domain name, whatever domain name you have registered or set. Now you should always see this DB certificate written besides your primary domain name, and you should see this logpad besides your domain name. Now if you see this logpad or if you see this DB certificate written for you, that is great. It simply means that your domain name has SSL installed on it. Or if you don't see something like that, then you can do it yourself. So basically you can install SSL on your domain name by yourself, pretty easy. You can click on this search bar and you can search for SSL and select this option, let's encrypt SSL. And from here you have to go at the bottom and search for your domain name. For example, for this I'm going to use this domain name Superio2. Okay, this domain name superio2.fm.in. So you can select that domain name, click on issue besides your domain name, and now click on this blue issue button. Once you do that, within few minutes SSL will be successfully installed on your domain name. And once you do that, now you can install WordPress on your domain name. So for that, again, you have to click on this search bar and you have to search for Softaculous App Installer. Select this option, Softaculous App Installer. And over here, there are several apps given over here. We need to install or we need to use this app, WordPress. So select WordPress and click on this install button. Now from here, you have to select the domain name on which you want to install WordPress. So as I said earlier, I'm going to use this domain name, superio2.fm.in. Now make sure under choose protocol you have HTTPS selected. There are two options given over here, HTTP and HTTPS. Make sure you have selected the HTTPS one, S for secure. And after that, under in directory you will see WP is already typed in over here. Make sure you delete this thing. So whatever is typed in under this box, make sure you delete that thing. Make sure your in directory box is empty. Then after that you will see, you have left hand side you have site settings and right hand side you have admin account. Now under site settings you can change your website name. For example, I'll change my website name to Superio, and under site description you can you can describe your website in few words. So I'll just type in job board website. Okay. Now at the right hand side you need to change your username and password. Your default username is admin and your default password is pass. So make sure to change this thing, very important. Also make sure to change your password. So delete this thing and type in some custom password. And after that, you can also change the admin email address, delete it and enter your own personal email address over here. Now once that is done, you can now go ahead at the bottom and click on this install button. Now once you click on that button, WordPress will be installed on your domain name, and once that is done, you will get two different links. Now if you open the first link, you will see this is basically your WordPress website. This is how your website is looking right now. The second link is your dashboard link. So if you click on this link, you will see you'll be basically redirected to your dashboard page. So this is your dashboard page, and this page is the most important page of your website. So whatever you want to do with your website, if you want to change your website style, if you want to change your website's appearance, if you want to add some features, manage comments, manage payments, everything will be done from this page. And whenever you want to come to this page, you simply need to enter your website link, and after that put a /wp-admin, you will land on this page. Now whenever we install WordPress on a new domain name, there are a few basic settings that we have to do, and there are a few basic things that we need to understand. Now first of all, under your dashboard page, you'll see there are a few widgets given over here, and these widgets are not really useful. So if you want, you can just get rid of them. So to do that, you can click on screen option at top, and you can untick everything from here. Now you have a nice and clean dashboard. Now at the left hand side, you have some important option. First option is dashboard, which we have already seen. Second option is your post option. Now this option will be used, or this page will be used to create different blog posts on your website. Then we have the media option. So whatever media files you have uploaded on your website, for example, if you see this image or these images, all these different media files that you see, everything will be present under your media library. Or if you want to add a new media file, you can click on add a new media file as well. Now we have the pages option. This option will be used to create different pages and to manage different pages. So we'll see how to create about page, home page, all those different pages will be created from here. Then you have your comments option, obviously, which will be used to manage different comments. So if you want to approve, unapprove any comments, if you want to mark them spam, reply them, you can do everything from here. Then after that, we have another very important option, which is your appearance option. Now under your appearance, you will see that 3 themes which are already installed for you, and 1 theme is already activated, which is this 2021 theme. Now a theme is basically the design or appearance of your website. For example, if you see your website right now, your website is looking like this because of this theme, 2021 theme. Now if you do one thing, if you just go ahead and activate some other theme. For example, let's activate this 2019 theme. Now again, if you come back to your website and refresh it, you can see your website design is now completely changed. Now this is basically what a theme does. A theme changes the style and appearance of your website. Now always make sure you have only one theme installed and activated for you. So all these extra themes, you can just click on them and you can delete them. So click on this delete button at the bottom right corner and delete these extra themes. Obviously we won't be using this boring 2019 theme. We'll be using a much better theme to create a much better looking and a much better professional website like this one. So we'll see how to do that thing later on. Now another option is your plugin option. Now under plugins, you will see 2 plugins are already installed for you. I would recommend you to again delete these extra plugins. Now a plugin is basically kind of a software or an add-on that adds some extra features and functionalities to your WordPress website. For example, right now on our website, we don't have any job portal or job board related features present on our website. So to add all those job related features on your website, all these features like job listing, employers, candidate, dashboard, add job page, all these features, to add all these features, we'll be using several plugins. So you'll see that thing later on in this video when we install new plugins on our website. Now you have to click on settings over here from the left hand side. Now if you have not already changed your website title and description, you can change it from here. So this is your website title, this is your description. And again, make sure you have your personal email address present over here. And under membership, which is very important, make sure to tick mark this thing. Anyone can register. If you don't tick mark this thing, no one will be able to create an account on your website. So no employer or candidate will be able to create an account. So make sure you tick mark this thing, anyone can register. And after that, you can change the time zone of your website based on your country. And now go ahead and click on save changes. Now under settings, you will see permalinks, click on that. And under permalinks, you will see day and name will be selected. You have to select this option, post name option. Select this option, go ahead at the bottom and click on save changes. Once you do that, again come back to your dashboard, and with this, all the basic settings related to your WordPress website is now 100% completed. Alright guys, now let's do one thing. Let's install a new theme, because right now if you see, your website is looking pretty lame, pretty boring. We need to convert this boring website into something amazing and beautiful like this one. And with that, we also need few plugins to add all these required features. So we'll install a new theme, and with that theme we'll get all the required features. Now to install or to download that theme, you have to open a new tab and again type in blogdot.com/Superio. Now again, this link is also given in the video description below, and you don't need to type in this thing. You can simply click on that link and you should be redirected to this page. Now this is the theme that we'll be using in this video. So Superio Job Board WordPress theme. Now if you scroll down, you can see, if you click on buy license, you will see the regular price is actually $59, but there is some discount going on and you're getting it for $49. So you might get it for $49, or maybe by the time you're watching this video, you might see $59 over here. Now you don't need to worry about that pricing, because the great thing about Theme Forest is that here everything is lifetime license. So you don't need to renew this license every year. You just pay $49 or $59 and you can have this theme. You can use this theme for lifetime. And another great thing is that future updates will also be available, as you can see. So for lifetime, whenever this theme is updated after 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, you'll keep on getting those updates for absolutely free. And not only that, you also get 6 months of support. So once you have purchased this theme, till 6 months you have a support period. If you have any problem with the theme, if you're not able to install it, or if you don't get any required features or anything like that, you can always come over here, click on support, and you can go to support. You can raise a new ticket and they will help you out. So this is really great about Theme Forest. And also you'll see this is a great rated theme, 4.94 average rating. So this is the theme that you need to purchase. You can just click on add to cart or buy now. You can purchase this theme. Once you do that, you will see this thing over here at the top right corner. You will see a username. Hover that and click on downloads. And here you will see all the different themes and plugins that you have purchased from Theme Forest. Now this is the one that we need to use, Superio Job Board WordPress theme. So click on this download button and click on this, or select this option, installable WordPress file only, the second option. Now as you can see, your file has started downloading. Now once you download this file, you have to come back to your dashboard, click on appearance from the left hand side. Now click on add new, click on upload theme, and you need to choose this file wherever you have downloaded it, and after that click on install now. Now once you successfully install the theme, now you need to activate it. So click on this activate link. This theme will be activated. Now the very first thing that I need to do is, we want to delete this extra theme, 2019 theme. So delete this theme as well. We just want to make sure that we have only one theme installed and activated. Now you'll see there is some notice over here. As I said you earlier, with this theme you'll also get all the required plugins. So you need to click on this link, begin installing plugins. And here as you can see, we have all the required plugins over here. You don't need to do it one by one. You don't need to install and activate them one by one. You can simply tick mark it over here. It will select all the required plugins. Now you need to go to install, click on apply, and this will install all the plugins for you. Now as you can see, all the plugins are successfully installed. You need to now go at the bottom, click on this link, return to required plugin installer, and now we need to activate these plugins. So again, tick mark it over here. It will select all these plugins. Under bulk action, you need to select activate and click on apply. All these plugins will be activated for you. And once it is done, we need to click on this dashboard button. And now whenever you do that, you will be redirected to this page. Now this is the quick setup for WooCommerce. If you don't get this thing, let me show you what you can do. If you just go to your dashboard, and if you for some reason don't get this setup, first of all, let me get rid of all these things as well. Then you can do one thing. You can click on WooCommerce from the left hand side. You will get this setup, as you can see. Now first of all, you just need to enter your address. Now we are setting WooCommerce because we also want to accept some payments. So if you see over here, we have created different pricing plans. If you see, we have created this pricing plans option. So we have created different plans, and we want people, whenever they want to submit a new job, they need to purchase any one of these plans. So for that, we need to integrate some payment. We need to accept payments. We need to create different type of plans. And for all these things, we are using this WooCommerce plugin. Now, first of all, you need to enter your address. So it could be your personal address, your office address, business address, anything like that. I'll just enter Mumbai over here. Now you need to select your state name and your country name. Select this city. And after that, select your postal code. Now click on continue. You can select this option, yes, count me in, or you can just select no thanks. Now in the next step, you have to select the type of products that you will be selling. It is not really important. You can select anything and just click on continue. This is just a simple survey. This entire process that we are going through is just a simple survey. So you can select anything and just click on continue. It is asking how many products do you want to display. So maybe 1 or 10 or 11 to 100. Again, simple survey, not really important. Click on next. Now this will recommend you few plugins. As you can see, we don't need any one of these plugins. So untick this option and click on continue. Then again, this will recommend you many different themes. We already have the best theme. So we'll select this option, continue with my active theme. And with this, you have completed your quick setup. Now let's do one thing. If you again come back to your website and refresh it, you can see your website design is changed. And if you click on pages, you'll see few pages will be added for you. As you can see, cart page, checkout page, my account and shop page. These pages are added for you because of this quick setup, WooCommerce quick setup. Now let's understand one thing. So we are creating a job board website. So a job board website wherein people can come, employers can come, they can submit a new job, and candidates can come, they can apply for a job. So very first thing, or the very basic thing or basic feature of your website will be this feature, add a job feature. So people can come and they can click on this button, add job button, and they can add a new job. So as you can see, when they click on add job or post a job, they will be redirected to this dashboard page. Now they can click on post a new job and they can post a new job from the front end by selecting any one of these plans. So this is the most common, most basic feature of our website. Now for this, we need to do few things. For example, first of all, we don't have any one of these pages created. If you see, we don't have a login or register page. We don't have a submit job page. Nothing is present over here. So very first thing that we need to do is we need to create few pages. For example, right now you're seeing this thing. If you open this website in a new private window, in a new incognito window, now this is how your website will look to a regular visitor who is coming to your website for the first time. Now here, as you can see, they don't have any option to sign up on your website. So if they want to sign up, we don't have any such option over here. We have not created any such page over here. Similarly, after that, when they want to submit a job, we have not created any one of those pages. So let's do one thing. Let's very first create these two basic pages. Now to create a new page, you need to click on pages, click on add new. Now the most important or the most basic page obviously will be your login or register page. So we'll give it a title of login register. Okay, or login and register, login or register, something like that. Now once you enter this title, you just need to publish this page. Now right now this is just a regular page. Now we need to do some things on this page. So you can do one thing, you can click on edit with Elementor. We need to add these two forms. Let me show you that form. Again, if you open this demo website in a new private window, and if you go to the login or register page, let me show you that page. Now as you can see, this is how the login and register page looks like. At the left hand side, we have this login form. At the right hand side, we have this registration form. So if someone wants to register as a candidate or as an employer, they can fill in this form. If they already have an account, they can simply log in. So we need to create this form. We need to design it like this. So for that, we have the basic structure we need to create. I'll explain you about this Elementor thing, how to use this Elementor later on in this video in complete detail. Right now, we just need to do a very basic thing. We need to add a new section. So to add a new section, you click on this plus button, this red plus button that you see. And now we need to select two columns. Okay, so second one, two columns. Because as you can see over here, we have one column, we have this option, and another column, we have this option, this form. So we need to select, or we need to create two columns. So select this option. Now at the left hand side, the very first thing we have is this title. Okay, is this heading, login to Superio, login to your website name, whatever your website name is. So we need to add this title. So for that, we need to add the heading element. Now, if you want to go back to your elements, you will see this 9 dots icon. If you follow my mouse cursor, this 9 dots icon, click on this option. And from here, you need to use this heading element. So simply drag and drop it over here at the left hand side. Type in whatever your title is. So I'll just type in login to Superio. And now we need to design this thing. So to design this thing or to style this thing, you need to go to style. We need to change the color. So I'll want to change this color to 222. Okay, so hashtag 222, you will get this black type of color. I also want to do one thing. I want to add this color in my global list so that whenever next time I want to use this color code, I don't need to type in this thing. I can simply click on that button. Let me explain you. So to do this thing, just click on this plus button, create a new global color, and I'll name it 222 just so that I know that this is the color code. Now click on create. Then after that we need to change the typography. So we'll select this pencil button. The default typography or the default font family is Roboto. I don't want to use Roboto over here. I want to use some other font family. Although Roboto is also a very good font family, but I want to use this Jost font family. Okay, so select this Jost, and we also need to change the size. So I'll change the size to 24 and make it a little bit lighter, and select this weight to 500. If you select the weight 100, as you can see, very light. As you can see this thing, the text is present but very light. If you want to make it bolder, you just select obviously 900, very bold. I want to keep it at middle 500, a normal font, okay, or normal text. Now for this form that I've shown you, you don't need to create this form. There is just a simple shortcode. You need to paste in the shortcode. You will get this form. Similarly for this form also, you don't need to create it. There's just a simple shortcode. You need to paste in that shortcode. You will get this form. So for that, we do one thing. We again come back to elements. So click on this 9 dots icon, and now we need to search for shortcode element. This is the one. Drag and drop it over here just below this thing. Now if you see, there will be a link given in the video description below. If you click on that link, you will be redirected to my website blogdude.com. In fact, you will be redirected to one of these posts, a similar post. Now this is not the post. It will be a very similar post. You will see the title and everything. At the bottom of this post, you will see this link, download free images, and you will see this button download. Now you need to click on this blue download button. Once you click on that button, let me show you that thing. You will get a zip file. You need to unzip that file. So right click on that file and click on extract files. That file will be unzipped. Once you unzip that file, you will get this media folder. And in this media folder, I have given you all the images that you need to create this website. Similarly, I have also created this pages folder inside the media folder. If you open this thing, inside this option, you will see a page called shortcodes. As you can see, all pages shortcodes. Open this one. Here I have given you all the shortcodes that are required over here. For example, as you can see, login and register shortcode. So this is the first one. This much is for login. So you need to select this much, click on copy. Again, come back to your website and paste in this shortcode over here. Okay. It will say you're currently signed in as Nayashik, sign out. This simply means that this is working. Now we need to do a similar thing at the right hand side. So instead of doing it from scratch, I'll do one thing. I'll right click on this heading, click on copy, right click over here, click on paste. So this will save us a lot of time. We don't need to redesign this thing or style this thing. We just need to change the content. So here the content is create a free Superio account or whatever you want to type. And below this thing, again, we need to add this shortcode. So again, I'll come back over here, search for this shortcode element, drag and drop it over here. Now again, come back to this shortcode page and now copy this much. This is for register. You can read this thing as you can see, pro register. So this shortcode is for register. Copy this much, paste it under shortcode, and now this thing will also work. Now you can update this page. We can also do one more thing. We can add some space at top and bottom. So select this option, 6 dots icon. If you follow my mouse cursor, this blue 6 dots icon, click on this option. Now we need to do some changes in the row. First of all, I want to change the column gap. So these two are different columns. I want to change this column gap. I want to make it extended so that we have nice amount of space between these two columns. Then after that, I want to stretch this section. So as you can see, when I have not stretched this section, blue line or the content line stops here over here. If I stretch it, it just goes and touches both the sides. Okay, so this is what it does. Now we need to add some space at top and bottom. So go to advanced. I need to add some margin. So I'll add 30 pixels. Once you add 30 over here, bottom also 30 will be added because this is linked. Now once you do this much, you can now just update this page, and with this you have completed and you have created your login and register page. Now you can again come back to your dashboard. Now if you do one thing, if you copy the link of this page, so as you can see at the right hand side, you will see view page and you will see the link. Copy this link, and if you open this in a new private window, so if I open it over here, now as you can see, both these things are now working. We have this login page, we have the register page, everything is working absolutely fine. So this is working. Now we can minimize this page. Again, come back to your dashboard. Let's create another page, your submit job page. So let's click on add new. Give it a title of submit job. Now over here we need to do a few changes. For example, if you remember, if you see this page, here we have the title, we have this breadcrumb, all these things are working over here. Now for this page, submit job page, we don't want any title or any breadcrumb, so we need to get rid of all these things. So for that, you will see this thing at the bottom. Go at the very bottom of this page, you will see display settings. As you can see, this is display settings. So first of all, we want a left sidebar. So I'll select left sidebar, because if you see this submit job page, this is the submit job page. In this page, we have this left sidebar. So we want this left sidebar and we want the content over here, the right hand side. So select this option, left sidebar, main content, under select layout. Then after that, we also make sure that this page is full width. So make it yes, because as you can see, this page is starting from very left and ends at very right. So we don't have a lot of space at left and right. This is a full width page. So make it yes. Now we need to select this sidebar. So we have selected left sidebar. Now what sidebar do we want to display in the left hand side? You need to select this option, user profile sidebar. Now our user profile sidebar right now is empty. I'll explain you about this thing at the end of this video, how we can add these options at the left hand side. Okay, right now your left sidebar will be empty, but under left sidebar, just select this option, user profile sidebar. And we don't want any breadcrumbs, so we don't have any breadcrumb, as you can see, like we have over here. This is your breadcrumb, so we don't want that. So for this also, you have to make it no. Now once you do these settings, now at the right hand side, you will see this template option. Under template, you need to select this option, dashboard template. Okay, select this option and now you can publish this page. So this page is created for you. Now for this page to work as your submit job page, we need to add a shortcode. We don't need to use Elementor for that. We can add a shortcode from here. We can just click on this plus button to add a new block, search for shortcode block. Here as you can see, your shortcode block, open this thing and again go back to that page. And here as you can see, this is the submit job and this is the shortcode for that. Copy this shortcode, paste in over here and again update this page. Now this page will work as your dashboard page. If you open this thing, you won't be able to see this page because you are an admin. For this page to work, you need to be an employer. So you need to sign up as an employer. We'll see how that thing works. But as you can see, this page is working. We don't have anything at the left hand side. We do have some things at the right hand side. So to get rid of all these things from the right hand side, let's do one thing, come back to our dashboard. Now at the left hand side, you will see appearance option and under appearance, you will see widgets. And here you have many different widgets. So here as you can see, we have a sidebar default and the one that we have selected for this page. If I edit this page, we have selected, if you remember, user profile dashboard or sidebar. As you can see, user profile sidebar. So you'll see that user profile sidebar over here. So whenever in future, if you want to add anything at the left hand side, you'll add those elements under user profile sidebar. Right now, let's do one thing. This is the default sidebar. Let's delete all these elements from the sidebar. So once you click on any one of these elements, you will see a page or an option like this option bar. You need to click on this option thing. So when you hover this, it says option, you have these three dots, click on this and delete these thing. So basically remove this block, remove all these blocks from here. Okay. Select this thing, remove this block. Okay. Just like this. Select this thing, remove all these different blocks that you have present over here. So basically you should now see an empty space over here. All right. Okay. Now it is empty. Now we can update this page. Now default sidebar was this sidebar. Okay, this is the default sidebar as you can see. Again, if you open this page or if you view this page, click on this link, view page. Now, as you can see, you don't have anything at the right hand side. We also don't have anything in the left hand side, but I have explained you. Whenever we want to add anything at the left hand side, we just need to add those elements under user profile sidebar, which obviously we'll do at the end of this video. Now we have created two different pages, submit job page and login register page. Now we need to set these pages. Let me show you how that is done. So at the left hand side, you have this jobs option, hover that and click on settings at the bottom. Now, first of all, you need to change the currency and all. We'll see all these things later on. First, just go to submit job or job submission tab. Now on this tab, you have to select this submit job page. So we have created this page. As you can see, submit job page, just select this page. And here also you'll get this shortcode that this is the shortcode for submit job page. Now you can save this settings or save this page. Now go to pages, which is the next tab. And over here we have created this page. login register page. You have to select that page. Here as you can see, login register, and here also as you can see you have the login and register shortcode, and I've given you this complete list of all these shortcodes. Now once you set this login register page, you have to click on save settings. Now in future, as you can see, we have to create several pages. We have to create this job page, edit profile page, change password page, and we have to set those pages over here. But we'll see that thing and we'll do this thing step by step. Right, so now we have a basic setup ready. So we have created login register page, so a user can come, they can register or they can log in. The second thing that we have done is we have created the submit job page. So user can come, they can submit a job. So let's see whether these two basic things are working or not. So again, make sure you open this thing in a new private window, open your login register page. Let's try to sign up as an employer. So let me enter some email address over here, add some password, and let's try to register as a new employer. So click on register now. As you can see, it says you have registered. Now we are redirected to some page. Now we'll change the setting as well. Now as you can see, I'm redirected to the same login register page, but you can change the setting. So whenever someone logins to your website, you can redirect them to the dashboard page or to the home page. I'll show you this thing. I'll show you this setting later on again. Now let's open this submit job page. So again, if you go to pages, you have created this submit job. You have this view option. This is the link. So right click, copy link address, come back to your page, paste in this link, submit job page. Okay. Now as you can see, this thing is partially working. We have a post a new job, we have a button, but we don't have the entire form. Like if you see this thing, we have this title, post a new job. We have this thing at the bottom, save and preview, but we don't have anything in between, which is all these different options, job title, job description, categories, all these things. So let's see how we can create this simple form. So again, for that, you will come back to your dashboard, obviously, go back to your main dashboard. Now again, at the left hand side under jobs, you will see this option fields manager. Okay, so under jobs, you need to click on fields manager. The very first thing, if you see over here, we have a small title over here, post job. So let's copy this title and select this option, choose a custom field. And from here, you have to select heading. Okay, under form UI heading, select this option, click on create. Now this thing is created, as you can see at the bottom heading field. First of all, bring it at top because we have this title at top, post job title. Now click on this pencil button and under label, instead of custom field, type in post job, and under columnar, make it 2 columns. Okay, so a little bit wider. Now once you do this thing, you can update this thing. Then after that, we already have job title, we have job description. So as you can see, we have job title, we have job description. Then we have few more things, featured job, urgent job, all these things. Now above this job title, we have this logo image and featured image. So for that, you see we have this logo image. So click on this plus button. This will be added over here. We just need to bring this logo image at top, just above job title. Then let's search for featured image. So featured image is this option, banner image. You can click on this plus button, and again, you can bring this thing at top, and instead of this thing, now you have to select all these file which are accepted. So we are accepting GIF file or GIF file, JPEG and PNG, these 3 types of files. Now you can again minimize this thing, and after that we have a lot of things like we have category, type, tag, gender. So you can just go ahead and search for that. For example, we have, as you can see, we have type. Let's search for category. This is category. We have added this. Then we have type. Then we have salary, maximum. Okay, let's not add maximum salary right now. First, let's add minimum salary. Then we can add maximum salary, and then type, and then maybe gender. Okay, all these things. So similarly, you can just go ahead. Now let's add these photos, or maybe let's add few more things before that. Okay, qualifications. Now let's add photos, and similarly, you can just go ahead. Let me just add all these options from here. Okay, just like this, you can just keep on adding these options. Obviously, you can go ahead. You can change the layout. I have shown you how that is done. You just need to bring anything. For example, if you want to bring this thing at top, you can change the layout like this. Okay, let me bring it at bottom, introduction video URL. If you want, obviously, if you don't want any one of these things, for example, if you don't want introduction video URL, you can always delete this thing. Now, once you do it, you just need to update this page. Again, let's go back to that private page, refresh it. And now, as you can see, you have this complete form. Okay. Now let's try to fill in this form and create our first job or post a first job as an employer. Now, before that, we need to do a few things. For example, if someone selects a category, we have not created any categories for them. So we need to do that thing. Similarly, if someone selects type, job type, or job type or salary type, something like this, we have not created this type option as well. So we need to create these things. Similarly, location, we have not created any location. If you scroll down, search for location, here as you can see, we have not created any locations as well. So we need to create these things before we see how to post a job, because if a person or if an employer tries to post a new job, they don't have any option. They cannot create or they cannot select any category and all. So we need to create this thing for them. So again, come back to your dashboard. Now under jobs, let's first create types. So click on types under jobs. Now here as you can see, we have different types of jobs. So job apply type, okay, not this one. Let's see, here it is. As you can see under type, we have freelance, full-time, internship, part-time, temporary. You can add all these options, and you can also have different colors for them. So if I show you the home page, if I scroll down over here as you can see, for full-time, I have added this, this color, pink color, and for part-time, this blue color, for internship, this gray color. So you can add different colors like this as well. So under job types, let's add full-time first of all. Okay. Now once you add this thing, you need to go and select background color and text color. Now what I would recommend you to do is go to this website, tints and shades. Let me see. Okay, make tint and shades. Make tints and shades. And you can type in any color code over here. For example, you can go to Google. If you want maybe red color, so you can just type in red hex code. Okay, or red just hex. You will get the hex code for this. Maybe let's just type in hex over here. Hex code. All right. Let's see. Let's go to this website, HTML coder. Okay, you have all this thing over here. So suppose if I want to use this, so this is htmlcolorcodes.com. Now suppose if I want to use this red color, so I can just bring it over here. Now you get this color code. This is the color code. Copy it from here like this. Go to this website. Paste it over here. Just make sure you have this hashtag before this thing. Now click on make tints and shades. Now here as you can see, you get all the different tints and shades of this color. Now what I want to do is I want to select this very light color. Okay. Select this, click on this, and it will be copied. This color code will be copied. I want to use this as my background color. As you can see over here, we have a very light color in the background, and we have the same color in darker shade as the text color. So light color, paste it under background. Okay. Now copy the text, copy this dark color, maybe this one, okay, and paste it under text. Okay, so this will be the background color, this will be the text color. Select this thing and click on add new, and this is added, and you can see the preview over here as well. Now let's add part-time, and let's repeat the same process. Maybe this time let me select this color code. Okay, so I'll copy it, go back to this website, paste it over here, click on make tints and shades, copy this background color, come over here, paste it this thing under my background color, and copy a darker color, paste it under text color. Okay, now click on add new, and as you can see, full-time, part-time are added. Similarly, you can just go ahead, add many more different options, many more different types like I have shown you, or you can just go to my website and you can see all the different types. So this is how it is done. Now let's add categories. So click on categories under jobs, and there could be many different categories. So here if you see, we have created accounting, finance, design, development, health and care, marketing. So you can create these kind of categories. Just add the category that you want. For example, I want to add marketing as one category. Just press enter. It will be added, or just click on add new. Then finance can be another category. Okay, spelling is wrong. Let me fix this thing. Click on edit. So if you have anything, you can always fix this thing. Now click on update. Again, let's come back to categories. So click on categories from the left hand side. Now let's add maybe design. So you can just go ahead and add as many categories as you want. Very simple. Then after that, we have locations. Click on that. And first of all, you can do one thing. You can create a state, or you can create a country, then state, then cities. So let me show you how that is done. For example, I want to create a state name over here, Maharashtra. Maharashtra is a state, a big state in India. So I'll add this state, click on add new. And under this state, whenever you want to add any city, for example, if you want to add Mumbai, which is a city in Maharashtra, then you have to select this parent location. So under Mumbai, the parent location. So Mumbai is a city which is in Maharashtra. So I'll select parent location Maharashtra, click on add new. Similarly, if you add Pune, which is another city in Maharashtra, so make sure you select parent location like this. And you can see everything will be now added under Maharashtra. Similarly, you can add another state, click on add new, and after that all the cities under that state, you can select that state under parent location. So you can just go ahead and add these things. Now again, if you come back to this option, come back to this page and refresh it. Now if you scroll down, now as you can see under category, we have all these categories that we have created. Under salary type is already present. Under type, you can see we have full-time, part-time that we have created. Okay, so we can now just go ahead and add a new job over here. But before that, let's do one thing. Let's see how we can create different pricing plans. Because if you see, if I just go to this page, submit job page, let's see what happens. I'm just redirected to this page. Now I can just go ahead and add a new page or add a new or post a new job for absolutely free. Whereas in the demo website, if you see, when someone clicks on post a job, they are first redirected to the pricing plan page. So they have to purchase some pricing plan. They have to select some plan from here, and only after that they can post this job. So let's see how we can do this thing. So for that, again, come back to your dashboard. Now before that, we need to set up WooCommerce, okay, which is the plugin that we are going to use to accept all these payments. So you'll see at the left hand side WooCommerce option, hover that and click on settings. Now over here, first of all, you have to select this option. You'll see this option currency. So which currency you want to create this thing in? US dollar, Indian rupee, Pakistani rupee, whatever your currency is. So for example, if you want to select Indian rupee, you can just search for that. You'll see that option, as you can see, Indian rupee. So you can select your currency. Thousand separator in India is comma and decimal separator is full stop. Now click on save changes. Then after that, you can, let's see, I don't think we have anything under products, but let's see. Let's change the weight unit to gram. Not really important because we are not creating any physical product. Now under products, just make sure under shop page, this shop is selected. Now we don't need to do anything under shipping because we are not shipping any physical product. Let's come to payments. Now this is the most important thing. So whenever someone selects that option and they fill in this form, in the next step, they'll have to make the payment. So what all payment options do you want to give them? So you can give them PayPal, you can enable Stripe, you can enable many different payment gateways. And there are many different payment gateways for different countries. For example, in India, we have hundreds of different payment gateways today. 5 years ago, that was not the case. But today, we have many different payment gateways. For example, we have Razorpay, we have PayUmoney, we have InstaMojo, and I'm sure CC Avenue, there are many more. So you can enable those options. Similarly for USA, and for most European countries, this is Stripe. Stripe is one of the most common payment gateway for Europe and USA. And I'm sure for many different countries, for countries in Africa also, you will have some payment gateway. Just need to do some research for that. Now to enable those options, let me show you how we can do that. You need to install new plugins for that. So click on plugins from the left hand side. Now let's click on add a new plugin. So click on add new. Now very first thing, let me show you how we can integrate PayPal, because PayPal is very common throughout the world. So let's see how we can integrate PayPal. Now in the search plugins, just search for PayPal. Now you need to select this option, WooCommerce PayPal Checkout Payment Gateway. Make sure this plugin is by WooCommerce, not by any random developer. It must be by a verified developer, which is WooCommerce. Now once you install this thing, now you can just go ahead and activate it. But let me show you one more plugin, which is Stripe plugin. And again, as I said earlier, Stripe is very common in European countries and basically in most of the developed countries. So you select this option, WooCommerce Stripe Payment Gateway by WooCommerce. Similarly, if you want to use Razorpay, you can search for Razorpay. PayUmoney, you can search for PayUmoney. Once you install these two plugins, you can again go back to install plugins. Now we need to activate these plugins. So you select these two and under bulk action, select activate. Okay, which is over here. Click on apply. And by the way, if you go to my YouTube channel, I have many different tutorials on different payment gateways as well. So if you just go to YouTube and search for Nayashake, you'll see this option, as you can see, Nayashake Payment Gateway. I have how to integrate UPI payment, how to integrate Razorpay, how to integrate all these different payment gateways. So you can watch, you can just go to YouTube, search for Nayashake Payment Gateway. You'll see all these different videos. So you can use that thing as well. Now once you have installed these two plugins, now you can do one thing. Again, hover over WooCommerce and click on settings. Now select payments, and here you'll see many more new options will be added for you. As you can see, let's enable PayPal, which is already enabled, and also let's enable Stripe. So with Stripe, you can also accept credit and debit card payments, which is great. Now I'll also enable cash on delivery just for my purposes, just for demo purposes, because I don't want to make a payment to myself, only for that. But obviously you should not be enabling cash on delivery. Once you enable these options, you can now click on Save Changes. Now we need to set this thing up. For example, to accept PayPal payments, you need to click on PayPal Checkout. And here, first of all, you have to make sure this is enabled. This is tick mark. And to use this thing, we need the username, API password, and API signature of PayPal. Now to get this thing, you need to go to PayPal and log into your account. You can log in with a regular account or a business account. All type of account will do. So I'll just log in with a regular account. Now once you log into your PayPal account, you need to do one thing, change this thing and type in this thing under your browser URL bar. So type in paypal.com/businessmanage/credentials/API access, and A in access is capital, as you can see on your screen. Type in this thing and press enter. You will be redirected to this page, and over here at the bottom you will see MVP/SOAP API integration. Select this option and click on manage API credentials. Now you'll see this screen, and here you'll get your API username, password, signature, all these things. So let's copy the username, click on show. It will show you your username. Copy it from here, come back to your website, paste it under username. Similarly, just click on show. It will show you your password. Copy it over here, and copy it from here and paste it under live API password. Similarly, copy your signature, paste it under live API signature. Obviously, I'll have to hide these things. Okay, so as you can see, I've successfully copied and pasted all three things. Now we can just go ahead at the bottom and click on Save Changes. So with this, your PayPal settings are now completed. Now you can start accepting PayPal payments on your website. Again, come back to payments. Now let's see how we can set up Stripe. So for that, you can click on Stripe and you'll see this screen. Now, first of all, disable this thing. Here it says enable test mode. It is tick mark. Untick this thing. So remove this tick mark, and it should say live publishable key and live secret key. Now to get your live publishable key and secret key, you have to go to the dashboard of Stripe. So type in dashboard.stripe.com. Obviously log into your account. Now once you sign into your account, you'll see this option at the left hand side, developers. Click on that. Now under developers, you'll see API keys. Click on that option. And here you'll see your publishable key. Copy it. Just click on that. It will be copied for you. Come back to your website, paste it under publishable key. Similarly, copy your secret key and paste it under secret key. So I've just copied it from here. If I just come back to this page, paste it. Now as you can see, now you can just go ahead at the bottom and click on Save Changes. And with this plugin is also set up. Now we can go to Accounts and Privacy. And over here you need to do a few things. First of all, select this option, allow customers to log into an existing account during checkout. Allow customers to create an account during checkout. Allow customers to create an account on the My Account page. These three things. And untick these two things. Okay, create an account. So we don't want automatically username to be generated for our customers. And also we don't want automatic password generated for our customers. So untick these two things. Now go ahead at the bottom and click on Save Changes. Now finally you will see this thing at the last. You have this advanced tab. Click on that. Just make sure under cart you have cart page, under checkout you have this checkout, and under my account you have this my account page selected. Now just go ahead at the bottom and click on Save Changes, and with this all the settings related to WooCommerce are also now 100% completed. Now once you have completed these settings, now we can create our packages. So to create these packages, first of all you will hover over products and you will click on add new. So we need to add different products for different packages. Now here first we need to give any name to this product. For example, here as you can see we have created 3 different products or 3 different pricing plans, and we have given few names like basic, standard and extended. So let's give it a name of basic. You can name it bronze, gold, silver, those kind of things as well. Now when you scroll down, first of all you just need to give some name or some title to this thing. Then we need to scroll down and change the product data. Instead of simple product, make it job package. Now we need to give some price. So for example, this basic package will cost maybe $5. Okay. And with this, you can create maybe 5 different products or 5 different job listings. So you can submit 5 different job listings that will show up on this website for maybe 90 days. Okay. So you can select this thing, and now you need to click on inventory and make sure you tick mark this thing sold individually. Now under product description, you have to type in things like this. Like as you can see, you can post 30 listings, 3 featured, all these things. So maybe I'll type in first of all, we have to use this thing, bulleted list. So click on bulleted list. I'll type in 5 listings. Okay, because as you can see, we are saying that with this package you can create 5 listings. And then after that, no featured. So your job will not be featured. So here, as you can see, we have not tick marked this thing, and no urgent job. Okay, no urgent job. All right, now you can add a few more bulleted points if you want. And job duration, for example, you can add this thing as well. So I'll type in job duration or display duration 90 days. All right, so you can add these kind of things, and after that you can just go ahead and publish this thing. So you have created your first package. Now similarly, you can go ahead and add one more package. So if I go back to all products, let me actually do one thing, save some time and duplicate this product. So click on duplicate. This time the title will be standard. So I'll type in standard over here. All right, now scroll down and let's increase this price. So instead of $5, maybe this is $10 or maybe $15. And with this, job limit will be maybe 20 jobs. And this will display for complete year. So 365 days. Now here, instead of 5 listings, I'll type in 20. And here featured listing is available. So featured, and you can also have urgent job, and job duration is 1 year. Okay. And obviously make sure to tick mark these 2 things. So your job will be featured, and you can also create an urgent listing. Now publish this page. So we have created 2 different packages with this. Again, if you come back to all products, you'll see we have created basic and standard. Now we have everything that is required to create a job listing. So again, let's come back to this page. Let's refresh this submit job page. Now again, let me remind you, we are logged in as an employer. I hope you already remember this thing. Now suppose I want to purchase this thing, this plan. Okay, so here I can create 20 listings, featured, urgent job, and job duration is 1 year. So I'll click on get started. Now I'll add a logo image. Again, these images are given to you. So maybe I'll add this image as my logo image. Okay, click on open. Okay, so here it says PNG, only these 2 file types are accepted, GIF and PNG. So we need to do one thing. We need to again go back to this option. Under jobs, if you see field manager, now whenever you're creating any form, and whenever you're adding anything like this where image is accepted, so make sure to always select JPG as well. Okay, you can also select few more file types like WebP, BMP, these types. So only these 4 types of files are now accepted. Similarly, if you go banner image also, let's do the same thing, BMP, and maybe this as well. And I think we had one more featured job. Let me search for that. Yeah, photos. So gallery photos, you can select here also. Make sure you select these file types, and after that you can click on update. Now again, let's come back to that private window and let's refresh it. So again, select this option. Now let's add our logo image. This time it should accept it. So let's select this one, click on open, and now as you can see, this time it has accepted it. Now banner image also you can add. Let me show you what a banner image is. Now here, as you can see in the background, if you see, this is an image. So this banner image, so this is just a simple color image. You can add different type of banner images. I've just kept it very simple. I think I've given you this image as well. Here, as you can see, candidate background header. So you can add these kind of banner images as well. Now a job title. So let's do one thing. Let's copy details from here just to save some time. So this will be a job title. So I'll add the same job title over here. Job description. This will be your job description. Now again, let me do one thing. This is just a simple text option. Now, but here, as you can see, we can add title. We can add a normal text. We can also add bulleted list. So we cannot do this thing with this simple option. So again, we need to come over here under job description, edit this thing. And instead of template text area, make it WP editor. Okay. Again, update this page. Again, come back to this private window. Now I think I'll have to refresh it again. And now, as you can see, we have this type of thing. Now you can create bulleted list. You can add all these things. Okay. Again, let me very quickly add the logo image and also the banner image. and our job title was this. Now here we can add, for example, this is a simple text, so we can add it over here, and then we can make it heading. So let's make it heading 3 like this, as you can see. Then we can add some simple text. So this is simple text, and after that again we have another heading. So I'll just copy this text, paste it over here, make it heading 3 or heading 2 if you want. And after that we have a list. So I'll add this thing, paste it over here. Now right now it is just simple thing. Let me actually make it in multiple lines. Right now, as you can see, we have this thing in multiple lines. Now we just need to select this thing and select bulleted list, and now as you can see, this has become. So similarly, you can go ahead, add more details over here, like we have added few more lists over here. So you can just go ahead, add like that. Now I can select the category. So maybe this is related to finance or marketing. And what is the monthly salary? What is minimum and maximum salary? So maybe minimum is maybe $1,000 and maximum is maybe 2,500. Okay. Or whether it's a full-time job, part-time job, whether you require a male, female, or maybe both will do. And industry, you have to select, maybe this is related to finance. Now qualification that you're looking for, maybe master's degree. And now we can add all the photos. So let me add these gallery images. Click on open. And now as you can see, these gallery images are now getting uploaded. So we have uploaded around 5 images. Now if there is any deadline for this, maybe till 31st October. Now job apply email. So you can add this thing as well. You can add the address if you want to add some tags. So maybe this is, you can add some tags as well. Okay. And you can differentiate, or you can add multiple tags using these commas. Okay. You can separate them with commas. Then you can add your location. Now to show this map, you need to enter, or you need to have, the Google Map API key, which we have not yet done. We'll do that thing later on, but you can enter your address over here. You can select your state name. You can select all this type of thing. Now job apply type, whether you want to make it internal, which is related to this website. External, maybe external means when someone clicks on this apply now button, they will be redirected to some other website. Okay. So if you select external, you have to enter the link over here. So when they click on this button, they will be redirected to this link. Or by email, then you can just select by email. Now experience that you're looking for, career level. Okay, you can select this thing. If there is any video, introductory video, like I think we have it over here. Okay, so this video is not available, but if you want to add any video, you can just go to YouTube. Let me go to YouTube, and you can just copy any link. So maybe let's copy this video link, copy link address, come over here, paste in this video link. Now you can click on save and preview. Now in the next step, we'll have to make the payment for the package that you have selected. So we have selected that $10 package. Okay, so first you will see a preview of the job that you have created. Okay, this is how it looks like. Obviously, we are going to change the design. We are going to make it something like this, but this is the default preview. This is the default style. You can check if everything is correct. You can submit, or if there is any problem. If you want to add some more things, you can click on edit job and you can edit it. Maybe everything is right, so I'll just click on submit job. And in the next step, we'll have to make the payment. Here, as you can see, we have to enter all the basic billing details. Alright, so as you can see, I've just entered some details over here: first name, last name, address, phone number, all these details. Now I can make payment through PayPal. As you can see, when I select PayPal, click on PayPal, in the next step, I'll be redirected to PayPal and I have to make the payment. If I select credit debit card, then I can make payment through my cards. So as you can see, we can do this thing as well. And after that, you can also save the payment information and you can place order. Now I just enabled cash on delivery just for this purpose, so that I don't have to make payment to myself. I'll select cash on delivery and click on place order. Obviously, you don't have to do that. You have to enable, or you have to just give them two options: PayPal and Stripe, those kind of options. Now I made the payment. Now it says, thank you, your order has been received. Now you as an admin or the owner of this website, you will see that thing over here. If you click on WooCommerce orders, here as you can see, there is one order processing. If you open this order, you can see this person, all the details related to the person who has made this order. Now you can change the status once you have received the payment. Now at the right hand side here, as you can see under order notes, here it says that order to be made on delivery. So basically it's cash on delivery. But if this payment was made on PayPal or Stripe, you would see all the details. Like it would say payment is done through PayPal. This is the payment number or transaction details. Okay. Now once it is completed, once you have received the payment, you can change the status to completed and click on update. And now if you click on jobs, let's see what happens. Now as you can see, this job is submitted, but this is still pending approval. So you have to approve this job. You can click on edit. Now if you want to change this setting, if you want this job to be automatically approved, I'll show you how you can do that setting. So normally you can approve it like this, so you can see whether everything is right or not. You can search for that. You can see all these details. If you think this is correct, everything given over here is right, if you want to approve this thing, you can just publish this post. Then this will be approved. If you again come back to your dashboard, now here as you can see, it says active. So if you open this thing, this will now show up on your website. Okay, as you can see, this is how it is looking. And as I said you earlier, we'll see how to change the style, how to add a sidebar over here, and we can have different type of styles. So we can have different styles of single job page and also archive job page, those kind of things. Okay. Now I've noticed one thing in the browser URL bar. It shows the date. I guess it is showing the date and also the username. I don't want that. So again, you can do one thing. You can come back to your website, hover appearance and click on not appearance, hover settings and click on permalinks, and don't need to do anything. Just make sure post name is selected, scroll down at the bottom, and over here make sure this custom, and under custom it should say product. Now click on save changes. Now next time when you create your new job listing, you will have a proper job URL, okay, or you will have a proper permalink basically. Now if this employee wants, now they cannot do anything. So this person has added this job, but they cannot now go to the dashboard because we have not yet created the dashboard. Like over here in the demo website, this person can go to the dashboard. Once they have added this job, they can now go to the dashboard. They can see the job. They can do some changes in the profile. All these things can be done. They can submit a new job. They can see all the submitted jobs. They can see the packages they have selected. If they go to my jobs, this person can see that this is the job this person has created. All these things can be seen from here. But we cannot do that because we have not yet created these pages. So let's see how we can create now these pages. So let's start with home page, or let's start with dashboard page basically. So click on pages. First page we need to create is the dashboard page. So click on add new. And let's give it a title of dashboard. All right. And we need to change the template. So under a template, we want to make it dashboard template. So dashboard template is this template we have at the left hand side like this, and at the right hand side we have this thing. Okay, the content at the right hand side, and at the left hand side we have this menu. This is the template for dashboard. So make sure you have selected dashboard, and under template you have selected dashboard template. Now once we create submit job and profile, these pages will also be dashboard template, because this is the style that we want. Also for packages, pages, messages, all these pages will have dashboard templates. Now again, make sure to come at the bottom, and under display settings, make it left side main content. As you can see, left hand side we have a sidebar, and in the middle right hand side we have this content. Make it full width, and under left sidebar we have to select user profile sidebar, because this is the sidebar that we want. And after that we don't want any breadcrumbs, so we can make it no. So once you do this much, after that you need to add the shortcode. So click on this plus button. This is the shortcode, and again come back to this page, and as you can see, this is the shortcode for your dashboard. Paste in this thing and publish it. And now this dashboard page is created. If I copy this link, go back to this website, paste in this link over here, this employee will see the dashboard. Obviously there is nothing at the left hand side because we have not yet created that sidebar, but the dashboard is working. As you can see, this page is working. Now let's again create some more pages. Now all the other pages that we have to create around 10-15 different, more than 15 actually pages. We again have to follow the same process. We have to change the template. We have to make it left sidebar, all those things. So I don't want to do it again and again. I want to save some time. So let me show you how you can save some time when you have to create similar pages again and again. So for that you can install a new plugin. So click on plugins, click on add new, and you can search for duplicate. If you just search for duplicate, you'll get that plugin. Search for duplicate and install this plugin, Yoast Duplicate Post. Install this by Team Yoast. And once it is installed, just activate this plugin. Now again, if you come back to pages, you will see when you hover this, now we have so many different options. We can clone it, we can add a new draft, we can also rewrite and republish this post. what I want to do is I want to add a new draft. So when you click on new draft, this dashboard page will be copied. All the settings will be copied, and now we can create a new page. So click on new draft. Our next page, if you see over here, is the profile page. So instead of dashboard, I have to change the title to profile. Now we don't have to do anything. As you can see, under template it is already a dashboard template. And after that, if you scroll down, layout and everything is automatically selected. We just need to copy the title, and after that we need to copy this breadcrumb. So copy this breadcrumb, paste it over here and publish it. Now again, let's come back to a dashboard, create our next page, which is my resume. Okay, so again we'll select the dashboard page, we'll add a new draft. Now my resume is not for this employer, this is for a candidate. So candidate can click on my resume and they can see their resume. Okay, so title is my resume, and after that this is the shortcode for that. Okay, publish it. As you can see, saves a lot of time. Again, come back. Next page is my applied. Again, this page is also for candidate. So let's click on add new draft. So whenever a candidate has applied for different jobs, they can go to this page and they can see all the jobs that they have applied for. Okay, click on publish. Again, come back, and next page is, let's see, shortlist jobs. So all these things, as you can see over here, okay, instead of employees, it should say candidate. So these pages are for candidates, as you can see till here. So in this page also that we are going to create shortlist jobs page. This is also for employee, or this is also for candidates. So whenever a candidate has applied for jobs, they can, or whenever they want to shortlist any job, for example, like whenever they want to add any job in the wish list, you can see that option over here. As you can see, they can click on this thing and this job will be wish listed or shortlisted. Okay, now this is the shortcode for, okay, I think I pressed paste. Okay, so this is the shortcode, copy it over here, paste it over here and publish this page. Then the next page is following employees and following employers. Okay, again new draft. And also this is also very much similar. You can go to the employer page. So for example, this is the employer. Now you can go to the employer page and you can follow this employer. I'm not able to do that because I'm the employer, but you can go to any employer's page and you can follow that employer. This candidate can do this thing. Okay, so this is this page, following employers. So in this page, they can see all the employees that they are following. This is the shortcode. We'll paste in the shortcode and publish this page. Again, come back. Our next page is alert jobs. Again, whenever there is job posted by the employee that you're following, you will get this alert on this page. Okay, alert of jobs. Again, copy this shortcode, paste it over here, publish this page. This is also created. Our next page is messages, which is common for also for employee and for employer. So you can see this messages page is common for both. So our title will be messages and shortcode will be. So again, copy this shortcode and paste it over here and publish this page. Again, come back to your dashboard. Our next page is change password. This is also common for both. So we'll add a new draft. Here, as you can see, change password, delete profile, logout. This is common for all. Title is change password. And this is the shortcode for that. Okay. Publish it. Again, come back. Next page is delete profile. Okay. We want to add a new draft. Okay. Delete profile. And this is the shortcode. Okay. Now publish this thing as well. Again, come back. Make sure this is published. Again, come back. Next page is logout, which is also a common page. So let's add a new draft. Give it a title of logout, and this is the shortcode for that. Right, publish it. Again, come back. Now few pages related to employers. So as you can see, my jobs, applicant jobs, shortlisted candidates. So here under my jobs, this employee can see all the jobs that they have created. Similarly, under applicant jobs, so all the applicants that have applied for jobs, and this employer can also shortlist candidates and candidate alerts. Okay, so all these pages. So first is my jobs. So we'll come back over here, add a new draft. So we'll add a new draft based on settings of dashboard. Title will be my jobs. and this will be the shortcode. Paste it, publish it, come back. Next page is applicant jobs. Again, we'll add a new draft, change the title and copy this shortcode, paste it over here, publish this page. Again, come back to your dashboard. Your next page is shortlist candidates. So again, you can add a new draft, change the title to shortlist candidates or shortlisted candidates. You can change the title as well. This is the shortcode, publish it. Then after that, we have candidate alerts. So we can come back to the dashboard. We can obviously add a new draft and we can change the title to candidate alerts. And obviously this is our shortcode. All right, now publish this page. Again, come back to your dashboard. Now here in this list, as you can see, we have to create the packages page as well. But for that, these things are not required. Shortcodes are not required. Let me show you how you can create this packages page. So click on add new, or maybe you can do one thing. Let's add a new draft for this as well. So select this option, new draft. We don't need this shortcode, so delete this shortcode for this. Change the title to packages and publish it. Now we will use Elementor for this, just like we used Elementor for login and register page. Now over here you need to add, if you see the packages page, if I click on packages. Now here as you can see, right now it does not display, it says I don't have any packages, but whatever packages this employer has selected, it will display that thing. So I'll click on this plus button, add a single row, single column. And inside this thing, I'll search for user packages. Select this option, APIS, user, not this one, user packages. As you can see, drag and drop it over here. All right. Now this is working. You can just go ahead and update this page. This is completed. This is it. This is what you wanted to do. Now you can click on this hamburger icon, which is over here, this 3 lines icon, and click on exit to dashboard. Now we need to create a few more pages. So if you see, we need to create a page where you can list all the different candidates, we can list different jobs, and we can list all the employers. So employers can see the candidates, jobs can be seen by anyone. So anyone wants to see all the jobs in one place, they can see that thing. So if candidates wants to see the employers, they can have this list. So all the different employers, Google, Facebook, all the different employers, everyone is present in one single page. So let's see how we can create this page. So again, come back to this dashboard. Now for this, we can create add new. We don't need to create a new draft. First of all, let's give it a title of all candidates or candidate list like this. And we need to change the template to candidate template. Now once you change the template, you will see one new option will be added, candidate settings. Now under candidate settings, we need to do few things. For example, under display mode, if you want to display grid or list, you can see that thing. For example, if you see my demo website, under candidates, you will see list mode, you will see grid mode. As you can see, we have few options over here. So this is how the list will look like. This is how the grid style will look like, the grid 2. So you have different styles. So whatever style you want. So maybe I want list style. Okay. And after that, we have list 1, list default. So I want to keep it at list default, and how many columns you want. So this is one column, as you can see. Okay. As you can see, this is one column. In one page, if you want to display 2, then you can have 2 as well. I just want to keep it at one column. Then after that, if you see this select layout, so here also I want this left sidebar, because if you see, we have this sidebar over here at the left hand side. So I want to select that thing. We don't want to make it full width, so I'll keep it as it is. And after that, at the left hand sidebar, which sidebar you want. So this is the candidate space. So I'll select this option, candidate filter sidebar. Okay. And finally, for shortcode, you can come back to this page, copy the shortcode, go at top, click on this plus button, and you can add this shortcode and publish this page. Now, if you open this thing in a new tab, it will be an empty page, obviously, because we don't have any candidates listed yet. But you can see the style is working. We have left side and we have this right hand side. Okay. Again, let's come back to our dashboard. Now let's add another page. So click on add new, and this time it will be all jobs or jobs list. Okay. And again, at the right hand side, this time we have to select this option, jobs template, and we have to do some settings in the jobs settings. So again, if you come back to this page, as you can see, we have so many different styles of jobs. So if you want job list 1, list 2, grid 1, grid 2. You can see there's so many different styles. So this is list 1, this is list 2, this is grid, as you can see, this is grid 2. So many different styles are available. I'll cut all these pages. So whatever you want, you can select this thing. So for maybe this also, I want to select a list style. So under display, I'll select list, and under item style, I'll select list version 1 and how many columns you want. So maybe this time I just want one column. I just want like this. Okay, only one column. You can also show this thing. So off canvas filter, you can make it yes as well. And under job filter sidebar, you can have job filter sidebar widget. Okay, so we can add, let me show you the job page. So we can add this sidebar for all jobs page as well, or jobs archive page as well. Again, come back to this page. Now again, you have to go at the bottom under display settings. We have to make it left sidebar. We don't want it full width, so make it no. Under left sidebar, you can change this thing to job filter sidebar, which is over here, jobs filter sidebar. And finally, you can copy this short code, which is over here, and paste it at top. Click on this plus button, add a short code, paste it over here, publish this page. And then we have the employers page. So click on add new. Let's give it a title of employers, or maybe all employers. You can give any title like that, and obviously change the template to employers template. Now you have to do some changes under employer setting. So this time maybe I want to change it to grid. We have two lists, so let's make it grid, just to show you how it looks. Then we have to change this thing to grid default. We also have grid 1. If you want to have that thing as well, you can have it. Now I want to display 3 different columns for employers. Then we can also do the same thing, left sidebar, no full width, employer, filter, sidebar. Okay, you have this thing, and finally copy this shortcode for employers like this. Go at top, paste in this shortcode over here, and publish this page. Now let it publish first. Now again, come back, just final page, add user, just approve user page. Okay, so add this title. Now once you paste in the title, just click on publish. We just need to set this page, rest everything is fine. Now come back to your dashboard, and let's create one more page. Just if you want to create the blog page to create or to list different blog posts, then you can create this page. So let's give it a title of blog, and again for this also we just need to publish it. We'll have to set this page. Now again, come back to your dashboard. Now let's set all the different pages. So under jobs, click on settings, and then if you want to change the currency from here, you can change the currency and all these things. We don't want to do anything like this. Just go to pages and set all these pages over here. For example, jobs page, it will be all jobs that we have created. Here it is. After login, where do you want to redirect your employers? So we want to redirect everybody after login to our dashboard page. So select dashboard, after login for candidates, everyone. Okay. So once they log in, they will be redirected to dashboard page. Now approve user. We have created this thing just now. So search for that thing, and here it is. User dashboard page, which is your dashboard page. Edit profile page. I think we have this thing. I think it is my profile page. So select my profile. Then change password. We have created this thing as well. Here it is. My jobs page. Let's search for that. Here it is. My jobs, my resume. We have created this thing as well. And finally, if you want, you can create a terms and conditions page, and you can select that page over here. Then we have some job settings. So how many jobs do you want to display per page? Employer settings, how many employees do you want to display per page? And here also you have to select all employers page. Click on save settings. Okay. For jobs page also, let's see. We don't have to select that thing. So again, come back to employers. Now new employers will be auto approved. You don't have to approve them. So as you can see, it is auto approve. Now employee settings. Now leave that employee settings, come to candidates. Select the candidates page first of all. So all candidates. Now candidates will also be auto approve. So you can select this thing and click on save settings. Now resume duration, you can change this thing. Free job apply, you can enable or disable this thing. Apply job will come with complete resume. So a user has to complete at least 70% of the resume to apply for a job. You can obviously go ahead and do some changes over here. Then leave all these settings. These are not really important. Now let's just set one more page, blog page. We don't have the option for blog page under pages. We have that thing under settings. So under settings, you will see reading. Click on reading under settings. And over here, you have to set this under post page. You have to select this blog page and save changes. And finally, the last and most important page is obviously your home page. So we have to create a home page and we have to set it over here. So come back to pages, click on add new and just give it a title of home. Now we don't want any breadcrumb in the home page. So scroll down and make this thing no. So under show breadcrumb, we want to make it no. And we also want to make header transparent. So under header transparent, make it yes. Now publish this page. Now we need to set this page as I said you earlier. So come back to your dashboard and under settings, reading, just like we set the blog page, now we have to select home page under home, click on save changes and again come back to pages. Now we can start designing our home page. So search for your home page. You can just search for that thing over here. Search for home page, click on search pages. Now this is your home page, edit this thing. And we have to use Elementor for this. So click on edit with Elementor. Now it's time to design this page. So first of all, if you see, we have to do one thing. We have to create it section by section. For example, this is your first section, then how it works section, featured job section, cities section, all this section by section. So to create a new section, we have already seen we use this plus button and we select how many columns you want. For example, if I want 2 columns, I can select 2 columns. And at the left hand side, we have all the different widgets that we have to use or all the different elements that we have to use to create this page. Now, once you select any option under your structure, under your section structure, these left hand side changes. Okay, now again, if you want to go to that widgets option or elements option, you have to click on this option. You have to click on this 9 dots icon. Now, suppose if you want to use, maybe you want to use this button element. So you can drag and drop this button element over here. Let me do one thing. Let me add some space. Okay, actually, let's do one thing. Let me just show you from scratch. You'll automatically understand everything. So first of all, if you see this section, here we have 2 different columns. In the left column, we have this title, we have this search bar, we have all these things. And at the right hand side, we have this image. So we'll come over here, we'll add 2 columns. Now, once you do that thing, as you can see, because of this header, it goes at top. And sometimes you might not able to, for example, if I go back to elements, if I want to insert any element in this, I'm not able to do that because we don't have any space at top. So just to fix this thing, we can do one thing. We can click on this navigator icon at the very bottom left. Click on navigator, click on section. Once you click on section, you will see this thing at the left hand side. You can also do this thing by clicking on this 6 dots icon. So if you click on 6 dots icon, you will be redirected to edit section. Now I'm showing you this navigator option because sometimes you might not be able to click on that edit section. Now once you have this section, go to advanced and let's add some padding at top. So if you just add maybe 100 pixels, all sides 100 pixels will be added. So make sure you first delink this thing. Click on this thing, it will be delinked. And at top, let's add maybe not padding, let's add margin actually. So at top margin, let's add maybe 150 pixels. Okay, now as you can see, it has come down. Later on, once we create this section, we can get rid of this margin, obviously. For now, we have this margin so that it comes at down and we can play with it. Now at the left hand side, first of all, we have this thing, okay, this search bar. So we can search for this option over here, search for search job, okay, or job search. Here, as you can see, job search form, drag and drop it over here. Now let's give it a title. So this is our title. I'll paste in this thing under title, okay. Then after that, you have your description or content. So we'll paste this thing under content. Now we need to add different items. So here, as you can see, I'm displaying job keywords or job title and job location. Obviously, if you want to display different things, you can do that thing as well. For that, click on add item and choose a field. So if you want to display job title, choose job title. If you want to display categories, so person has to select category of that job, you can display that thing as well. So basically we are designing our own search bar over here, what all option we want. So here I've given you job title option and job location option. You can add job category option. If someone wants to search job based on job type, then you can add job type as well. So let's do one thing. First, let's add job title. Under placeholder, as you can see over here under placeholder, it says job title keywords. So I'll just type in job title keywords, okay. Then after that, you have to select columns. So columns is up, it could be up to 12 columns. we don't want to do that. We want to make it, not very big, not very small. So maybe 5 columns. Now, once you change this thing, now as you can see, this is 5 columns wider. You can also select an icon for this. So here, as you can see, we have this magnifying icon. So if you search for that, here, as you can see, magnifying glass, we have selected this icon. Now let's create another item. So click on add item, and here I've selected job location, but instead of job location, let me select maybe job type. Okay. And under placeholder, I'll type in job type. And under this column, again, we have to select 5 columns. Or maybe let's make it 4 columns, because in the demo website, we have made it 4 columns. If you see, this is much wider. This is a little bit smaller. So we'll make it 4 columns. And again, for this also, you can select some icon. I'm just selecting this star icon. Obviously, you can change that thing. Then we have this button. So under button text over here says find jobs. So that is fine. Now we can change the button column. So we can make it wider. We can select 3 columns. And now as you can see, this is 3 columns. All right. Now let's add some popular search terms. Like as you can see, I've added few popular searches over here. Designer, web, all these things. Okay. So we'll come over here and we'll add that thing under bottom popular search keywords. I'll just add all these things and make sure to separate them by, comma. So separate them by comma like this. So whatever you want, you can type in like this. Now we need to do few things. For example, we need to change the color of all these things to white, but let's not do that right now. First, let's change the background settings. So first, let's add this image or this color in the background. Only after that, we can change the text color to white, because right now, if you change the text color to white, it will simply disappear. So to do some changes in the background, select this row setting, edit section. So click on the 6 dots icon, go to layout. First of all, let's make it wider. So under column gap, make it extended. Stretch this section, and vertical align, let's make it bottom. I'll explain you why we have made it bottom later on. First, go to style and let's add this image in the background. Okay. So go to background, select upload image and upload this image. This image is also given to you. So if you go to media, here as you can see, this is the image. Select this, click on open. And now you can, once it is uploaded, now you can click on insert media. You can change the position. You can make it center, you can make it no repeat. So under repeat, you can make it no repeat, and you can change the size to cover as well. So all these different options are given to you, or you can keep it at default, obviously. Now let's add some space at top and bottom. So go to advanced. Under padding top, I'll add maybe 120, and under padding bottom, maybe 60 pixels. Okay. And now we can get rid of this margin because we have some space over here. Or maybe instead of 120, let's add 200. Okay. This is much better. Now we can change the style of this thing. So select this option, go to style. And first of all, we have the title typography. So we'll make it Jost. As I've explained you earlier, I am not going to use Roboto for this. For title, I'll be using Jost font family. And for description, I'll be using Poppins. So for title, search for Jost. Select this font family. You can change the size as well. I think size is looking good. I just need to make it a little bit lighter. So 400. Okay, like here, as you can see, not 400, maybe 500. Or if you want to make it bolder, you can select 700. Now, as you can see, it has become bolder. You can also change the color. So under title color, you can change this thing to white like this. Then we have your description. So here, as you can see, description typography, select this thing. As I said earlier, I'm not using Roboto for this. For description, I'll be using Poppins, and I'll make it 400 lighter and change the color. Okay, white or maybe gray or maybe something like this. You can change the color to whatever you want. Now we have a few more things over here. If you scroll down here, as you can see, search keywords, you can change this color to white as well. First of all, we have title color. So maybe title color, let's make it pink, and link color, we can make it white. So all these links will become white and this will become pink, as you can see on your screen. Now we have the right hand side. Now at the right hand side, we just need to add this simple image. And now let's upload this image, which is again given to you. This is the image. As you can see, you can upload this image over here. Now you can insert media, and to do it like this, so we can add some negative margin at right hand side just to make it look wider. So if you go to advanced, we have margin. First, dealing this thing at the right hand side, you have to type in maybe 120. Or if you want to increase this thing, you can even type 150. and before 150 just put minus sign. Now as you can see, this is how it will look like. Now this is gone to bottom because if you remember, we have made that setting vertical align bottom. So let's do one thing, let's add these two things at the bottom, then it will be fixed. So under this left option, we have to add two columns. In one column, we want to add this thing. In another column, we want to add this link. So we'll do one thing, we'll use intersection for this, drag and drop it at bottom. Now at the left hand side, we want to add image, simple image, and choose this image. This is also given to you, obviously. Let me show you that thing. Here it is, as you can see. Upload this image. Now at the right hand side, we need to add CV button. So select this option, header upload CV button, drag and drop it over here. Everything is looking good. We just need to change this size or change the color. Basically go to style, change the text color to white. Now as you can see here, it says upload your CV. So this is how it works. You can also change if you want to change the layout, if you want to make it right hand side, you have to do few more steps. So you have to go to advanced. First of all, change the position to, first change the width to inline and position to, okay, position we can change from here. Select this column. Now this is not necessary, by the way. You can click on edit column and over here you can change the horizontal align to end. And now as you can see, and vertical align, you can make it middle like this. Okay, now it is at the right hand side. So if you want, you can do it like this as well. Now select this option, this inner column, just like we selected that 6 dots. Now select 6 dots icon for this inner column because we need to do some changes over here. So under this option, first of all, we don't want any gap. So under column gap, we have to select no gap. And after that, under vertical align, we have already made it middle, but still you can make it middle like this. Now, especially under advanced, you have to go and under margin top, you have to type in 120 just so that we have this space at top. All right. Now you can update this thing, and with this you have successfully completed your first section. I think I can do one thing actually. I think if you go to section, I think let's not add 200, let's add 150 maybe at top. Okay, or maybe not even 150. I think earlier we had 120. I think that is much better. 120 was much better. So select 120 and update because you know it had a lot of space at top with 200. So maybe 120 is more than fine. So with this, we have completed our first section. Now remember one thing, whenever you create any section or any page using Elementor, always see how that page is looking in a mobile phone. Very important. So on a mobile phone, you're going to see the preview. You can click on this icon at bottom left, responsive mode. You will see how your website is looking on your mobile phone. So as you can see, it is looking not that bad. If you want to do some changes, obviously you can go ahead and do that. For example, if you want, you can click on this thing, go to style, and change the size of this title like this. You can increase or decrease it. Now this will only take place for mobile. Make sure this mobile icon is selected over here. If you see some desktop icon, then change this thing to mobile icon. Similarly, if you see this section, click on the 6 dots icon. For mobile, we don't need that margin 120 at top. So maybe not 120. Let's add only 20 at top. And similarly, if you see, we don't need this much space at top. So click on this edit section. And maybe only 30 pixels. Let's say 30 pixels. Yeah, 30 at top and 30 at bottom is more than fine. Now you can select this link and you can do some changes over here as well. Select this link, go to advanced, add some padding at top, maybe 10 pixels, just to differentiate between these two sections. Okay. And now I want to do one thing. I don't want this entire right hand side column on the mobile phone. So I can click on this edit column. If you follow my mouse cursor, edit column, go to advanced, under responsive, hide this thing on mobile phone. Now as you can see, this is hidden, so it will not display on mobile phone. If you again come back to your desktop, everything is perfect. If you go to mobile phone, this thing will be hidden and this looks much better. Now I can go ahead and update this page. So we have successfully created our first section. Now this was the only complicated section. I totally understand this thing. If you're doing this for the first time, if you're using Elementor for the first time, this was a little bit complicated, but all the other sections are very, very easy. So don't worry about that. Now let's create our next section. Now for this, again, let's scroll down, add a new section, and this time we just need one column. So select single column. First we have this title and subtitle. So let's copy the title, come over here, go back to elements, drag and drop the heading. paste in the title, make it center align, go to style, change the color. And if you remember, we have already saved that 222 color. So if you click on this globe icon, you will see this color saved over here. Okay. Now go to typography and change the font family to Jost. Right. Let's type in that thing again over here. Now let's change the size to 30 and make it a little bit lighter at 500. Okay. Now for the text, the second text is job for anyone, anywhere. Okay. So we'll use text editor for this. So drag and drop this text editor, paste in your text. Now you can use heading as well for this. So whether you're using heading, whether you're using text editor does not really matter a lot. I don't want to change the text color, just change the typography to Poppins. Okay. And rest everything is looking good. Now below this thing, we need to add these boxes. So for that, we'll search for feature box. And here, as you can see, drag and drop this feature box at the bottom. Let's add different items. So first item, as you can see, we have this. So I've given you these things as well, these images as well. So if you go to that file, here as you can see, click on open. Now let's insert this one, click on insert media. Then after that, the heading over here says free resume assessments. So let's type in that thing over here. And after that, we also have some text. So let's type in that text over here as well. Okay, now we have this thing. Now you can link this thing to something as well, and you can change it. You can make it center align. Now we can also add one more item. I can just duplicate this icon, just duplicate this item just to save some time. You can change the style. Let's make it style 1. Okay, as you can see, this is the one that we're using in the demo website. If you want, you can make it carousel. If you want, you can make it grid. Okay, so let's keep it at grid. Now for the second one, you can just click on that thing, change the image, maybe this image, and similarly just change the title and description. Okay, pretty easy. Now click on update. Now select this edit section, change the column gap to extended, and let's stretch this section. And for padding top and bottom, we can add, maybe over here we just need to add at top, because at bottom we already have a decent amount of space. Okay, I selected percentage, so let's select pixels, and at top let's add 75 pixels. Okay, at bottom we already have a lot of space. Then we have our next section. Now all these sections will keep on getting easier and easier. Let me show you. So first of all, you can, or maybe let's add something at bottom, maybe 30 pixels at bottom, much better. Let's copy this section, paste it over here. Now the reason we are copying pasting is because most of the things are present like this. So as you can see, heading, title and subtitle. So we don't need to style it again. We can just click on this thing, change the content. We don't need to style it again. Okay, we don't need to change the size. We don't need to change the color and all. So it saves a lot of time. Now at the bottom, we don't want this thing. So we can simply delete it, and we can add this thing at the bottom. So come back, search for jobs. Okay, select this option, bring it over here at the bottom. And as you can see, this is how it will look. Obviously, you can go ahead and change the style. First of all, how many do you want to display? So here, as you can see, 6 are displaying. So maybe I'll type in 6. Then after that, you can select list. So we have selected list, and columns. We can select maybe 2 columns. Okay. And list version 1, list version 2, all these things are also available. So if you see, there are different styles for this. So maybe let me select list default over here, and under layout, I can make it grid. So you can make it list default, and for this, you can make it grid, and you can have 2 columns. Okay, now as you can see, once we add one more job, that will be displayed over here, and it will look like this. Okay, so 2 columns. Now if you want, you can also add a button like this at the bottom. So let's add a button at the bottom. So once, if someone wants to see all the different listings, they can click on this button, load more listing button. So under text, let's type in load more listing. You can link this thing with all listing, all jobs page, if you remember. So if you just search for all jobs under link, you'll see this thing. So click on this thing. Now this page is linked with that. Now click on center and go to style, change the font family. You can make it Jost, you can make it Poppins. I'll change this thing to Poppins. Make it 400, a little bit lighter, And after that, I'll change the color. I want this color, so let's get the color code. Okay, paste in this color code over here. And you can also change the padding. So maybe, let's see, 20 pixels at top and bottom, and maybe 45 left and right. So pretty big button. You can change the border radius. If you type in 10, okay, this is how it will look like. If you type in 50, it will become circular. So you can have all these things. And finally, you can select this option, edit section, change the color, background color, because if you see, we have this color in the background. Let me get this color. Okay, paste in this color, F5, F7, FC, and instead of 30, let's add 75 at the bottom. Now click on update. So with this section is also 100% completed. So as I said earlier, everything will now keep on getting easier. Now we have to create this section, featured cities section. For this also, we can copy this section, save some time, paste it over here. Now here also we have title and subtitle, but it is a little bit different. We'll fix that, don't worry. This is your subtitle. Now we don't need this thing at the bottom, so I can just go ahead and delete it. Now we need to have two columns. We want two columns. So I'll right click on this edit column and click on add new column. So here, as you can see, and we have to make everything left aligned. Now at the right hand side, we need to add this button, okay, which says browse all locations. It is not a button, but I'll show you how you can add a button and fix it. So the title says browse all locations, and this will redirect them to maybe all the pages. You can again search for jobs page. This will redirect them to jobs page or some other page, whatever page you want. Okay, this is right align. So I'll make it right. Go to style, change the typography again to Poppins. Okay, so let's do that thing. You can also change the size if you want. I don't want to do that for now. Maybe I want to make it 400, a little bit lighter. I'll change the color. So text color, I'll make it this 222 color. I don't want anything in the background. So what I'll do is I'll make it transparent. I'll make this thing transparent. So if you see the second option, bring it at left, this will become transparent. All right. And I don't want any border radius or padding. So padding will be 0. You can do one more thing. If you want this icon over here, you can have that thing as well. So if you go to content, let's see here, as you can see, we have this icon. So go to icon library, and maybe let's select, there are many different icons available. Let's select maybe this icon. Okay, click on insert, and now as you can see, I want this icon after text. So icon position after. Okay, as you can see, we have this thing. Now you can go to style, and you can also change the hover effect. So go to hover animation. You can have maybe let's select simple grow. So let's try it. If I hover this thing, as you can see, we have this hover animation as well. Now click on this option and make sure vertical align is middle, so that everything is in the middle. Okay, then after that, at the bottom, we need to add these sections. So for that, we'll do one thing. We'll add a new main row, and we'll divide it into 3 different columns. And inside this, we need to add these images. So for that, you have to search for this element, city banner. Okay, as you can see, job city banner, drag and drop it over here. And we need different heights over here. So as you can see, this is a little bit vertical, and these are horizontal images. So we'll do one thing. If you want, you can add a title. You can add a location slug. So under title, if you remember, we have added Mumbai, if you remember that. So under slug also, it will be Mumbai. Okay, and without any anything like this. So just simple Mumbai. We don't have to add any capital letter, uppercase, anything like that. Or if you want, you can see this thing in your dashboard as well. If you go to your dashboard, go to locations. Here, if you edit location under slug, if you see, this is your slug. You can copy it, paste it over here. All right. You can now add an image. I've given you these images as well. Obviously, you can have your own image. This is the one. Click on insert. Click on insert media. I also want to show numbers. So how many a number of jobs are posted, so I can show that number as well. And now we need to give it some height. So this is pretty big. So as you can see, so for this, maybe I'll have an height of 500 or 510 like this. And heading color and job color will be white. So heading color white, job color also white. Okay. Now here it says 0 jobs under Mumbai because the job which we have created does not have any location. If you want, you can change that thing. Next time when we add a location, next time when you add a job, you can select that location. Let me see, under location we okay, we have selected Maharashtra. Let me select all these options. Click on update. Now for the second column, we'll use the same element. So search for banner. Here, as you can see, job city banner, drag and drop it over here. This time the title could be Pune. Okay, slug, you can copy and paste in your slug, and after that you can also upload some image for this. So maybe let me upload this image. Insert media. Here also I want to show numbers, and after that height you can maybe, let's keep it at 240. Okay, like this. And similarly you can duplicate this thing or you can copy this thing. You can have multiple options over here. Let's copy it like this, paste it over here. All right, again paste it. And again you can just go ahead and change the color to white, heading color and also number color. Now you can update this page and let's see. Think everything looks good. Let's add some space at bottom. So select this option, advanced, maybe 75 at bottom. All right. And finally we have this feature. Okay, we have two more sections. So we have this featured employee section. So if you come back over here, in fact, let's do one thing. Let's copy the top section. Okay, let's copy this section, paste it over here because we have a similar design. As you can see, this title says featured employer. So we can have it like this, browse all location, instead of this thing, browse all employers, something like that. And you can link this thing with your employers page like this. Then below this thing, we want to add this carousel. Okay, this employers carousel. So we can come over here, search for employers, and here as you can see employers. Now you need to drag and drop it over here in a new column. So drag and drop it over here at the bottom. You will see this thing in a new column. Now how many you want to display? Maybe I want to display 8. And after that, how many columns you want? So maybe 3 or 4 columns. Let's see, we have 4 columns. You can change the style, grid 1, grid 2, multiple styles are available. Grid 3, whatever style you want, you can have that thing. So maybe I'll select, you can also have a list style, by the way. I'll select maybe grid default, okay, which looks like this. And the rest everything looks good. We just need to do one more thing. We need to add this background color. So I'll go to this option, add this color as my background color. Okay. Similarly for this bottom also, I'll add this color as my background color, and we'll also add 75 pixels at bottom padding. Okay, over here at bottom. And make sure this row, because we have not copied pasted this row, this is extended. Okay, column gap extended, and this is a stretch row. Now it looks like this. Okay, this is a carousel, but because we have only one, it is not displaying properly. You can update this page, and this image is not displaying because this user has not changed the user profile. Now let's create our recent article section. Again, pretty easy. Let's copy this section, how it works. Section, paste it at bottom. I don't want this thing. Instead of this title, we want recent news articles. And at the bottom, we want to display these different blog posts. So if you come back to this option and search for post, you will see this option. Drag and drop it at the bottom. Now, how many posts you want to display? You can select this thing. Maybe I want to display 6 posts. Okay. Columns will be 3 because here, as you can see, we have only 3 columns. All right. You can make it carousel as well. So I'm displaying 3. Total number is 6 and columns is 3. Then we have grid, we have list, we have different styles over here. So maybe I'll select this carousel style. Okay. And I'll select grid 2. Okay. Now we haven't created any blog post. That is why you cannot see it like this. You can also have a custom image. Right now the image size is large. You can have a custom image size, and I'll change this thing to 410 by 260. Okay. Click on apply, and now click on update. And finally, let's add this 75 pixels at bottom instead of 30. Click on update. Now let me show you how you can create your blog post. Now with this, your homepage is also completed. So if you cut this thing, come back to your dashboard. let's see how we can create a blog post. So if you open a single blog post, this is how it looks like. So this is your title. Now there are different styles of blog post as well. So you'll first of all, let's delete this hello world. So delete it. This is a dummy blog post. Click on add new to add a new blog post. Now under title, this will be your title. And after that, as you can see, we have two categories, education and learn. So for this, we can create different categories. Under categories, let's add, maybe this falls under education category maybe. Okay. So I'll type in education over here. Click on add new category. And after that, whatever your content is, you can paste in the content or you can type in the content over here. For example, here as you can see, this is a simple text. You can just go ahead and type in this text. Then we also have this thing. Now this is a block code. Let me show you how you can have this style. First, you need some text like this. So I'll copy this text, come over here and click on this plus button. Okay, this plus button at top and search for block quote, which is over here as you can see quote. Click on this. Now add this text under quote, and under citation, I can add this name. Okay, so this will give you this style. Similarly, if you want to add any heading in between, then you can again click on this plus button or that plus button at top, search for heading, which is this, and type in your heading. You can make it heading 2, you can make it heading 3, you can do all these things. Then below this thing, we have added 2 columns, and inside each column, we have added this list. So you can do one thing, click on this plus button and search for column, select this thing, select 2 columns, 50%, 50%. In the left column, search for bulleted list. Here as you can see list. Now we can add your list, like this is one thing, then another line, another thing like this. Okay, so you can add a bulleted list like this. Similarly, if you want to add an image, you can simply click on this plus button or maybe this plus button and search for image. Let's see. And let's upload, or let's select some image from the media library. So maybe I want to upload this image, select this thing, click on select. Okay, you can make it full width. You can change some styling as well. At the right hand side, you can see the styling and everything is given. Okay. Okay, this is added under column left. So maybe let me delete this thing and add it over here, because that was added under this column that we have created. So let me upload this image again, this one, select it. And now as you can see, this is looking much better. You can make it 100% full width. You can have a custom size, and with all these things can be changed from here. Now you can publish this post. Or before that, we also have to add this featured image. So this featured image will be added. Click on this post option and you will see this is the featured image. You can add this image as your featured image. Now you can update this post, and with this you have created your blog post. If you open this in a new tab, as you can see, we have this style, we have this, all these things that we have added, everything is working properly. This is how you create your blog post. Again, come back to your dashboard. Now let's do one thing. Let's import 2 pages, which is your about page and your contact page. If you see your about page, this is how it looks like. Now I don't want to waste a lot of time again showing you from scratch how to create this thing using Elementor. Similarly, for contact us page also, I don't want to do that. So I'm giving you these 2 pages for free. You can use them on your website. So come back to your website. You can simply import them. I'll show you how to do that. So to import a new page, first of all, let's add a new page. So click on pages and let's add the about page. Give it a title of about, and or maybe about us. You can type in and just publish this page. Now edit with Elementor, but we are not going to create it from scratch. I'll just show you how you can import this template. Now you can click on this folder icon. You will see pages, you will see, so there are many different Elementor templates as well. Some for free, some for premium version. You can import them, or you can go to my template, upload this template or import this template. Now under this pages folder, you will see about us Superio, this file. Open this, basically import this file. And now as you can see, this is imported. Now you can go ahead and insert this template. So click on this insert button and this entire template will be inserted for you, as you can see. Now the only thing that you need to do is, if you want to style something or if you want to change something, like we have already seen how to create this thing. If you want to do something like that, for example, if you want to change this color, so you can click on this thing, go to style. Instead of this text color, you can make it this text color or some other text color. So you can do some styling changes over here. Rest the entire page is created for you. So you can just go ahead and update this page. Obviously, if you want to change some content from here, you can do that thing as well. Let's again come back to our dashboard, and now let's create our contact page. So again, come back to dashboard and add a new page. Click on add new, and let's give it a title of contact us or contact. Now this time I don't want any breadcrumbs. So as you can see at top, we don't have any breadcrumb. So at bottom, we want to make it no and publish this page. Again, edit with Elementor, and we just need to import that page. Now import this option, go to my templates, import a template. Let's cut it, try it again. Import template, select file and select contact us Superio. Now insert this template as well, and you have your contact page. All right, this is how it looks like. Obviously you can just do some changes. For example, you can click on this thing and change this mobile number, add in your own mobile number like this. Okay, so you can click on this email, change this thing and type in your own email address. All these things can be added. Now contact form is not displaying, so let's do one thing. Come back to a dashboard, click on contact. You'll see one form will be already created for you. Edit this contact form. Again, open the file that you have downloaded. Under media, under pages, you will see this contact form. Open this contact form, copy everything. First delete everything from here. Now whatever you have copied, just copy everything and paste it over here like this. And after that, you can just click on save. Once you click on save, you will get this shortcode at top. As you can see, this shortcode, copy it, come over here, paste in this shortcode. Now you will see this contact form. As you can see, now you can just go ahead and update this page. And with this page is also completed. Again, come back to your dashboard. And with this, all the important pages, basically everything is now 100% completed. Just header and footer is left. So we have to create a menu, basically a header, and we also have to create a footer at the bottom. So for that, let's see how we can do that. First, we need to create a menu before we create our header, because in this header, first we have to create this basic menu. So for that, you can hover over appearance and click on menus. First of all, we'll add this main menu, which is given at top. So we'll give it a title of main menu. Now click on create menu. Now once you do that thing, first of all, make sure to tick mark this thing at the bottom, primary menu. Now whatever links you want to insert, first click on view all under pages and select all those links. So maybe there are many different links actually. Whatever links you want to upload. Okay, we don't want to use this dashboard link because we are going to add this dashboard page. Then maybe packages, and yeah, maybe this much. Let's see. Yeah, maybe these many links. Okay, but I want to do one thing. I want to add a custom link, and under URL I'll type in hash, and under this thing I'll type in company. So all company related links can come over here. So I'll add it over here. Maybe packages page, about page, blog page, contact page, all these pages can come over here. Alert jobs was not required, by the way. So let's delete alert jobs. Instead, let's add contact page, which is over here. Now bring it under this company link. Now candidates can come at top, and jobs also. About us also obviously will be under company. Now again, make sure this primary menu is tick mark. Now click on save menu. Now if you come back to your website, if you refresh it, you will see this menu over here. Style looks a little bit different. We'll fix that thing, don't worry. Let's create one more menu. So click on create a new menu. This is for footer. So if you see your footer at bottom, you can create different menus like these. Okay, like you see these menus. So for that, we have to create a new menu. So I'll name it footer 1. Click on create menu. Obviously you can go ahead and create menu different. For example, here there are 4 menus. I'm just creating one. You can go ahead and create similarly 3-4 menus. Now here we have added around 5 links. So maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll just add these 5 links at top. Now you don't need to tick mark anything from here. Just click on save menu, and this menu will be created for you. Now we need to create our header and footer. Now remember, these headers and footers are custom built, both header and footer. I don't want to again waste a lot of time over here because that is also created using Elementor. So I don't want to use Elementor to again show you how to create this header and footer. That will take a lot of time. So instead of that, you can simply import these things as well, just like you imported the about and contact page. So you can search for header builder, which is over here, headers builder. Click on this, click on add new header, give it a title of header 1 or any other title. Obviously just give this title and publish this thing. Now first of all, we have to make sure we are not able to use Elementor over here, so we don't see that edit with Elementor button. So first we have to enable Elementor for header and footer builder, and for that you have to go to Elementors. Under Elementors you will see settings. Open this in a new tab, and over here under post type tick mark header builder and footer builder. Now click on save changes, come over here again, refresh it. Now you'll see that button, edit with Elementor. Here as you can see, click on this button. Now let's import this header. So click on this icon, go to my templates. Just like this, we have to import the header. So here as you can see, header 1, I've given you 2 headers. I'll explain you how you can use both of them. Let me actually import all of these one at once. Header 2 also, and also footer 1, and then after that footer 1, which is this. Okay, footer 2 it is actually, so I import that footer 2 as well. Now we are creating header, so select header 1, click on insert, and this is how your header will look like. All right, now you can go ahead and publish this thing. Again, come back to your dashboard. Let's import another header. So this was with white background, and this will be with blue background. So this will be header 2. Publish this thing, click on edit with Elementor. We have already uploaded that file, we just need to insert it over here. So click on this icon, go to my templates. We have this header 2, insert it over here. And I want to do few things. For example, yeah, I think we don't need to do that thing. Okay, it is already displaying that this is how it is going to look. Okay, update this page. Now if you refresh it, still it will not work. You will not see that header over here. First we have to set this header. So basically you can see you have your logo over here. If you want to change this style, you can change it. You have the menu, okay, and after that you have this that we have created, this dashboard link, and once you click on that link you see that menu, and after that you have the add job page, okay, add job button basically. Now again, let's come back to a dashboard and now import that footer. So you need to click on footer builder, click on add new footer, and let's give it a title of footer 1 or footer 2. Click on publish, edit with Elementor for this, and now import that footer. So go to templates and just insert this footer that we have created. Now this is how your footer is looking. If you want to change the title or change the logo, click on this thing. This is a simple image, replace this thing. Change your phone number, click on this thing, change your phone number. Now if you click on find jobs, if you want to display the footer menu that you have created, so click on footer 1, that menu will be displayed. Similarly for these also, if you want to display that footer menu, you can select, or if you want to display main menu or any other menu, you can do that. Now at the bottom, 2021 Superio all right reserve. I want to delete Superio from here, all right reserve, and maybe you can type in made by Nayesh Sheikh or whatever your name is. Okay. Now at the right hand side we have the social media icons. You can click on this, change the Facebook link, change the Twitter link, change the Instagram link. You can enter your own company link. Now you can update this page, and again you can exit this page. Click on exit to dashboard. Now if you go to theme options, open this theme options in a new tab. If you click on header, now from here you can select that header. So maybe we can select header 2, click on save changes. Then you can go to footer and you can select the footer that you have created. Now if you go to this page and refresh it, here as you can see you have your header. Okay, this is how it is looking. You have your menu, you have this thing, you have your dashboard. All these pages are created for you. Right, now let's see how we can add different widgets to different pages. For example, if you go to all jobs page, still we don't have any widget at the left hand side. Similarly, all candidates page, we have selected left sidebar, but we haven't added anything in that sidebar. Similarly, if you open some other pages, or even if you open a single job page, it looks different. We don't have that, we don't have that widget sidebar over here at bottom. So let's see how we can add all these options. So for that, we'll again come back to the dashboard, and first we need to import few widgets. Now I'll explain you how this thing will be useful, but we need to import few widgets. So for that, you can click on templates from the left hand side. We already have few templates imported, as you can see, for header and all. Now click on import templates, choose file, and now this time you have to select these three: candidates filter, employee filter, and job filter. So let's start with candidates filter. Import this thing, click on import now. Now let's again do the same thing. This time let's import employee filter or employers filter. Click on import now. And finally, let's click on import templates, choose file, select the job filter file and click on import now. So we have imported these three simple options or simple widgets. Now we need to do one thing, hover over appearance and click on widgets. Now we'll start with the list page like job list, employee list and candidate list, and after that we'll go to single page. So single job, single candidate, single employer, like that. Let's first see the job list page. So if you scroll down, I think we have it over here. Job filter. Yeah, we have it over here at top. Job filter sidebar. Now over here, first click on this plus button, search for Elementor and select this option, show Elementor template widget. And over here you have to select that template widget that we have just imported, which is this job filter. Once you select this thing, you will see the real thing, how it looks. So this is what we have imported. Now below this thing, click on this plus button and search for job alert. So search for job alert. Here as you can see, job alert form, add this option. Okay, let's see how it looks. Okay, so this is how it will look like. We can give some title as well, obviously, job alerts. Okay, and now you can update this page. So this is it for jobs page. Now let's see employers page. So if you scroll down here, we have employers filter sidebar. Click on this plus button. Over here also, first we need to add show Elementor template widget and we need to select employers filter page. All right. Now here we just didn't need one thing, so we don't need to add any other thing. Now let's move on to candidates widget. So here candidates filter sidebar. Here also first we need to import we need to select the imported candidate filter, and after that candidates alert can also be added. Candidates alert. Let's see. Maybe let's type in that thing. Okay, here it is, candidate alert form. Select this option. All right. And now single sidebar, single candidate and employer single, all these things. First, make sure to update this page. So let's open first of all a single job. So if you open a single job page, now here as you can see, first of all, you have all the details related to this job. So this is job, then job location, job skill, then employer option or employer detail form. So let's add these widgets. So these are all the widgets that you see at the right hand side. Now over here we have to select single job, job single sidebar. First thing over here is job details. So select this option, job detail information. All right, and after that you can give some title if you want. I don't think we have. Okay, we have added this job overview as our title. Second option is this job location. So if you click on this plus button, search for map, select job details map. Then after that we have job skills. So for this we need to add tags, job tags. Search for this. Okay, job detail tags, select this option. And finally, job detail employer info. So if you search for employer info, job detail employer information, as you can see, select this option and click on update. All right. So if you open a single job on your website, now as you can see, all these options are added over here. Again, come back to this page and now let's move on to candidate single. So single candidate page, candidate single sidebar, as you can see. So if you open a single candidate page, let's go to candidate single. There are different styles. So maybe one style is like this. So this is how it will look like. Okay. So again, come back to widgets. First, we need to add candidate details. So select this option, candidate detail information. Then after that, candidate's social information. So search for social. Here as you can see, candidate social. Then after that, candidate tags. So tags, candidate details, candidate tags. Then CV, search for CV. You'll see candidate details, candidate CV. And finally, candidate contact form. So search for contact, candidate detail, contact form. All right, we have not created any candidates, so I cannot show you that thing right now. Now let's move on to employer single. So let's see that thing. Here it is, employer single sidebar. First of all, we have the detail page. So employer details. Let's see, let's search for employer. Here, as you can see, employer detail information. Then again, employer maps. So if you search for map, employer detail map, and finally employer contact form. So search for contact, you will see employer detail contact form. Now after this, we need to add sidebar for very important page, for this page. For all the dashboard templates that we have created, messages page, dashboard page, packages page, all of those we have selected, if you remember, user profile sidebar. Now we need to add that sidebar. So for that, you come back to this page and you search for this user profile sidebar. And inside this thing, click on this plus button, search for user short profile. Okay, this is the one, user short profile. Now here we have to add employer menu, we have to add candidate menu, and we have to add employee menu. So we need to create these things. First, update this page. Let's very quickly create these 3 pages. So again, under appearance, you can click on menus, click on create a new menu. Let's create employer menu. Okay, so employer menu, click on create menu. Now all those links that you want to display under employer, first of all, make sure to tick mark this thing, employer menu. So again, if you go to this page, let's log in on this as an employer. And now as you can see, we have the dashboard page, profile page, my job page, submit job page. So let me actually do one thing. Let me make it a little bit smaller, just so that I can show you this thing. Yeah, sidebar. All right, so we have dashboard, profile, my jobs, and submit. So we have to search for dashboard, profile, my jobs. Then we have submit job. Click on add to menu. Obviously, you can you can rearrange this thing basically. Then we have applicant jobs, shortlist candidates. So we have let's see, applicant jobs, shortlist candidates, add to menu. Then we have candidates, alert, packages, messages. So search for that again, candidates, alert, packages, and messages. All right, and finally we have change password, delete profile, and log out. So we'll select change password, delete profile, and log out. Click on add to menu. Okay, so we have created this thing. Now click on save menu. Now we need to create one more menu. So click on create a new menu, and this is for candidates. So search for candidate menu. Just type in this thing, click on create menu, and obviously make sure to tick mark this thing at the bottom. This is a candidate menu. Now all the links related to candidates, again I'll have to log out and sign in as a candidate. Alright, so I have logged in as a candidate, and here you can see this menu, very similar, user dashboard, profile, my resume, my applied. So let's search for dashboard. Then we have profile. Where's that gone? Okay, my resume, and what is that? My applied. Okay, these 4 pages. Then we have shortlisted jobs, following employers, alert jobs. So alert jobs, shortlisted jobs, let's see, and following employers. Search for that. Okay, then we have messages and all the other pages. Similarly, messages, logout page, and delete profile page, and what is that? Change password page. Here it is. Delete, just bring this thing logout at bottom. Okay, you can rearrange this thing, and now click on save menu. Now once you create these 2 menus, again come back to your widgets page, refresh it. And now under user profile, let's go to user profile sidebar, and under employee menu, choose the employee menu. Under candidate menu, choose the candidate menu, and save this page. Now if you come back to this private window, go to your dashboard, and if you refresh this page, and now as you can see, you have all these details over here, all the menu. If you go to maybe submit job, you will see the submit job page, and you also have this menu. So everything is working perfectly fine. Now there's one issue over here, still one issue. If you click on profile, again, as you can see, we have this thing, and we don't have any, we have a title, we have this button, but we don't have anything in between. So we don't have any form. So if you see this thing, if I click on profile over here, so basically candidates and employers can create a profile like this. So for that, we'll have to create a form, just like we created that submit job form. So what is this? This is related to employer. First of all, I guess, let me see. Yeah, this was related to employer. So first we need to create an employer profile. So if you see at the left hand side, you will see employer. Under employers, you will see field manager. So you can see very similar settings. So under employers, click on field managers. And over here also, first of all, we need to add a heading. So select this heading, click on create, and you can add anything over here. So I'll just type in edit profile. Okay, this will be 2 columns. And now similarly, you can go ahead, all the details that you want to display. We have already seen these things, so I don't want to waste a lot of time over here. I'll just add everything from here. Okay. Now, once you add these things, again, whenever you see any logo image, make sure PNG, JPG, all these things are selected. Or if you see photos, let's see that thing, profile photos, as you can see, make sure these things are selected. Okay, cover image also, if you see, yeah, here it is, cover image. All right, make sure JPG, all these things are selected. And now under description, if you remember, we have to make it, okay, I think it is already done. Okay, fine. So we can come over here, click on update. Again, if you come back to this page, now if you again refresh this page, let's see. Now as you can see, we have this complete form over here. This employer can change the name. Right now it is displaying Nayashik. If I type in Fahem Media as my company name, I can type in description. I can upload image over here. So under logo image, I can upload probably this image. Let me upload this image, click on open. Similarly, founder date, phone number, all these things can be added. And after that, I can click on save profile. Now, as you can see, Fahem Media and this thing. Similarly, we have to create a form for candidates. So I'll go to hover candidates and click on field manager. And here also, first we need to add heading. Click on create. Bring this heading at top like this. And my details probably. Okay, 2 columns. Now under this thing, you can do one thing. You can select which options do you want to display under profile form and which under resume form. And if you see this thing, yeah, so here as you can see, this is a candidate. Now this is a profile and this is a form. And for resume also, there is a small form. So for a few things, you can have it under resume. For few things, you can have it under profile page. So let me show you how that works. So again, you can just go ahead, add all the different things that you want. All these things can be added. Okay. And for few things like qualification, suppose I add qualification, and under qualification, maybe I want to show this thing in resume form. Okay. So I can select show in candidate resume form. Similarly, maybe CV attachment, I can show this thing under resume form. All right, like this. Click on update. So this is how it will work. I'll show you now, because what we are going to do is I'm going to sign up as a candidate and apply for this job. So you'll understand how this works. So again, I'll go to this page where we have signed up, or we have registered as an employer. Now I'll log out as an employer, and now I'll create an account as a candidate who's looking for a job. So maybe I want to apply to this job. So I'll open this job page, click on apply now. Now first I have to log in as a candidate to apply. So let's do that. So click on login or register. I'll click on register. Register as a candidate. Under email, let me just type in some random email over here. Now I can click on register now. Now once I'm registered, now as you can see, this menu and everything is already created. If I go to my profile, I'll see the form that I've created. And if I go to my resume, few things, if you remember, qualification and CV attachment, these are now present over here. So this is how it works. Now I have to do one thing. I have to fill in this entire form, profile form. So what all my experiences are, what all these things. Okay, so experience, skills, all qualifications, everything, I'll have to fill it like this. Click on this thing. What was my experience? I have to fill in that form. Then I can go to jobs, all jobs basically, and I can apply for a job. Now I can click on this thing. Now before I apply for this job, first I'll have to upload my CV, which I have not done that. I have to upload my CV under my dashboard. So if I go to dashboard, over here, if you see my resume, in this page I have to upload my CV. So suppose, let me upload something. Let me upload this thing. Okay. Now click on save resume. Now I can go to jobs and I can apply for this job. Okay. I can add some message, click on apply job. And now when I click on apply job, now as you can see, this CV is already attached. I can add some message and I can apply. Okay, I have to choose this CV first. So I'll choose this CV and apply for this job. Now, as you can see, it says you need to complete your resume before you apply for a job. If you remember, we have said 70% must be completed at least before you can apply for a job. So this person will have to go to my profile. They will have to enter all these details, email address, all these details. Then they have to go to my resume and they will have to enter all these details. Only then they can apply for a job. At least 70% of this should be filled. And if I open this page, all the widgets that we have added. Now it is not looking that great because it is incomplete. Once this user fills in this form, it will look something like this. So once the user enter the description, this description will look like this. Once they enter the education details, it will look something like this. Automatically it will be designed like this. Okay, so this is how they can do it. Now let's finally see job settings. We have seen the job settings. Let's see the theme settings. So click on theme options. We have seen one or two themes settings over here, but we have few more. We have seen the header settings. So if you want to make header, if you can select the header layout. We want to show the login and add to cart. So we make sure it is on. Then under footer also we have seen this thing. Now for blog page, we have selected left hand sidebar. You can make it right hand sidebar. Shop page, not really important. Job settings also. Single. Okay, so under job settings, single job, there are different styles. So for example, this is how it is looking right now. This is style 1. Okay. If you want to change this thing to version 2, version 3, version 5, many different versions are available. You can refresh it. Now sometimes it might happen that once you refresh this page, still it will not work. It will not show the difference. Don't worry, you can just save this page few times and come over here and try to refresh it few times. Now this is happening because of the default caching that is going on in the background. That is done to make your website load faster. But sometimes it can take some time to display the real change on your website. So few seconds. If I again refresh, now as you can see. So this is style 5, very bad actually, but you can have this style as well. So I want to keep it at version 1. Similarly, if you see for employer page also, you can select different version. Candidate page also, single candidate page. There are different versions of style. Okay, basically how this page will look like. All right. Rest everything, I think it's good. Just click on save changes. Now because I have not filled in that form for this candidate, I cannot show you few more things. But once this candidate fills in this form, resume and profile, they can apply for a job. Then the employer will see that somebody has applied for a job. They can approve it, they can unapprove it, or they can reject that candidate. Or if they want, they can go to messages, then they can contact the candidate and they can go back and forth. So this is how this entire thing works. Okay, few things, because I have not filled in this form, I cannot show you, but once you fill in that form, you can learn it yourself. Alright, so with this tutorial is now 100% completed. I hope you guys find this video helpful. I hope you learned something new. Now, if you like this video, make sure to give a thumbs up to this video, share it with your friends on Facebook, Twitter, WhatsApp, whatever social media platform you use. Make sure to subscribe to the channel and click on the bell icon so that you don't miss any future notifications. And throughout the video, if you have any doubts, any comments, any suggestions for me, you can always leave them in the comments section below. And finally, thanks a lot for watching this video. See you in the next one.